Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back with another episode of Draconis. Actual episode 3, not 2.5 like the last one. Hopefully, we'll be able to get this entire episode done in a single sitting. I'm joined with the ever gracious crew of the Crimson Fucker. Jack,
Yo,
Zuby,
That's me.
and the vengeful Swede, Atta.
Hello.
What do you guys remember from last time? What happened?
we killed the rest of the robots and punched a ghost. Then we punched a hole through a ship and got blown out.
You got some sweet items.
Yeah? Does you
I
guys-
got parts for my Fraxel.
What kind of items did you get?
A grappling hook and an adamantium gauntlet.
I got BFG. That's not what it was called, was it? It was called something else.
It
It was called a BFG.
Oh yeah,
it is
yeah.
called a BFG.
It was the Bioforce gun.
Yes.
And I got a very nice Eldritch Staff and 3 vials of larva.
Yes. Totally not dangerous, non-deadly larva.
No, it just said like biohazard or something like that. Not dangerous at all.
Invasive
I heard it's
species.
actually quite good things for the nature, ain't it?
Yeah, it's definitely something worth keeping.
Yes,
Uh,
I'm keeping it close by, all right.
yes.
Clack's gonna eat them.
No,
You could. It wouldn't help you any, but
No.
you could.
no.
Are you gonna raise them from their suspended hibernation?
You know what? That is actually not a dumb idea.
Yeah.
Uh,
You can create a little bug house.
I mean, we insects need to keep out. What's it called?
Need to keep together, stick
Yeah.
together.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not true.
Look
Most
out for each
insects
other.
fight each other when they are in each other's territory. But
Potato.
Yes. These primates won't understand the link between bugs.
We are all connected in the big circle of life.
I'm not. I'm in a goo.
You are still connected to the circle of life.
How?
What do you think you're made of?
you
Goo.
are the binding force of the circle of life.
I am the glue that keeps the circle together.
Sure. I guess that there has to be some kind of redundancy in the system. Why don't it be the goo people?
All the goo.
You can't say that. That's our word.
I can because I'm the narrator. So yeah, it's been 2 days since the blowing up of Gary's ship. Since you've punched a corpse back into hyperspace, boring as all hell. What do you guys do after you get back from your explosive adventure in space, back to the normality of routine?
I'll probably start working on the boom fists.
Working on a new experimental weapon. I want a fish.
Are you okay? Are you fishing? All right, so you just
Look
go
at me.
straight back.
Look at me in my eyes. Yes.
I'll be working on the experimental weapon and also making magic items, I guess, as the artificer.
Has Clack been at your door constantly leaving little notes of magic items they want?
Surprisingly, no, I have not.
I have some in mind that I want to make. Plus, I'll guess I'll be making any that Clack or Ahab wants.
I don't need any.
Yeah, I know you don't, but just in case.
Better safe than sorry.
One that I do want to make is called the Earrings of Message, which lets us talk to each other. They let us use the message spell to each other so we can talk to each other when we're in the vacuum of space.
That did seem
So we're
to
not all relying on Clack yelling at us.
Yeah.
giving multiple complex and questions right at the same time.
Yeah.
They are a common thing, so should be very easy to make.
Yeah, they pretty much. A 9. So they're not like totally flashy. They're not ramshackled together. They're very utilitarian, very square, very blocky, but they do work. It was per day, wasn't it? Like 1 per day.
That I can make?
No, like
No.
that the message. Or was it just? It's just literally.
It lets you do it. Let me take a look. I think it's 5 times a day. Yeah, 5 charges.
Yeah.
You use 1 charge to cast the message spell. You get 1d4 plus 1 charges at dawn.
Yeah.
Making enough for everyone.
Okay.
So I guess 2, because Clack. Oh no, it will be 3. So then Clack can hit us.
Okay. So you're just making it for.
It's not just me being able to talk to them.
It would be 2 because Clack can already talk to us. We can then just send messages to Clack now.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be 2 then.
Yeah.
Clack's telepathy doesn't.
Don't think
Clack can only talk to us, but we can cast the message spell and send a message to Clack now.
Yeah.
With these earrings. We can talk to ourselves in our helmets. It's just that the sound doesn't travel out of them.
Yeah. So with our 2, we can talk to each other or Clack, and then Clack can use the telepathy to talk back to.
Oh, okay. Okay, then yeah, it should work. If you're just making 2, then yeah, you've done it basically.
Yeah. They look just like an earpiece. It's going by the description. It's a little crystal wrapped up in copper.
Yes.
That's literally how it's described.
Much safety.
A little electromagnet.
Pretty much, yeah.
So that's what you get straight down to, is just making these earpods.
Yeah, I'll be making them first,
Right.
and then working on the fists.
Okay. Ahab just goes back to his fishing spot then.
Yeah.
And what does Clack do?
I would probably try and figure out what more about those larvas. Probably ask Hootie a bit about them as well.
Okay. You're going to ask Hootie about them, yes?
Yes.
Okay. I'm enabled.
Would my workshop be in the cargo hold, or would that be in my quarters?
Like the way that you described how you set up when you first originally came here sounded like you set up your workshop on the Xanthar. You know, the name. Well, it's called it's a Xanthar class ship, but it hasn't got a name yet. Perhaps you could do that.
Figure out the name for it.
We gave it a name.
Did you?
Yeah.
What was his name?
Does anyone else remember the name I gave it?
No.
Wow. You guys are cool friends.
You probably mentioned it in passing. I don't remember it.
Oh, well, never mind then. You name it something else. Something more fucking memorable, I guess. The viewers would remember, because they can look back.
Well, viewers, if you do remember, please leave a comment and tell us. If you have names for the ship, you think it might be a good name, why don't you put that down in the comments? And if you come up with a better name than what they have in like 5 sessions, we'll name it that. Or
full ceremony.
100 likes, and we'll name it something atrocious.
Yeah, good luck with that. We'll probably name it something atrocious anyway. 100 likes, we'll name it something sensible. How about that?
No, because they don't want to watch. They don't want to watch something sensible. That's why they tune in.
We're not going to name it something sensible anyway.
You willingly called the main ship fucker.
It's spelt with a PH.
Still said the same though.
Yeah, your workshop is in. Well, I thought it
quarters.
was in the. It's in your quarters. Then is that where you're setting up?
It probably is where it's set up, yeah.
Okay.
Because then I'm not taking up precious cargo space.
Okay. So yeah, you've set up at your workshop when there's a knock at the door.
Okay. I open it.
It's two of the monkey crew members.
Okay.
They say hello and ask if you want to join them for prayer.
No, I'm not religious.
They look confused, but they take your no and then kind of not bow. They can't. You know when someone's praying, and they just like put their hands together in prayer. They do that as kind of a symbol of goodbye and then walk away.
Okay.
You sure you know? Okay.
Okay, he's not religious. He's an engineer.
Are
You don't
not,
even wear a shirt.
are you not interested in what these people believe?
Why would I?
Because they're your people. They are.
They're
like
not.
say
You've
no.
already specified they are very different to what I am.
Well, they're not fair.
They are genetically different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. Okay. Fine. Okay.
Listen, man, if in real life, if two human people came up to my door and said, "Do you want to come join us for prayer?" I'm like, "No, I'm not a Mormon."
Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I would if a strange culture came to me and said, "Would you like to sit in on one of our prayers?" I'd be like, "Sure. I want to see what."
Yeah,
this is about.
that's a Jehovah's Witness. You're describing a Jehovah's Witness.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know why you think I would.
With that nature, Atta, you have learned that from Hootie, he knows a little bit about them, and knows that they're so dangerous because they're so intelligent. It has been known that if you're able to raise one of these things in captivity and survive, you can have it as a mount, or that it can be used as a mount. They can also, an adult version of this creature can also turn invisible at will.
How long does it take for him to grow up, though?
It depends on the species. He's going to roll in nature.
It could probably also depend on how they're raised. If they're raised with enough food and stuff, then it can be brought up faster.
Yeah, this sounds like a good idea to let these out on the ship.
He got a 16. He knows that they'll grow to about a cat size in about 2 months.
When you say cat, is that a house cat or is that like
House cat.
big cat lion? Okay.
No, like house cat. The adult version of you don't know. But Hootie tells Clack that the adult version of this creature is fairly sizable, coming at on the larger side of medium size category.
That is pretty cool.
Okay. I just checked. He technically is religious, but not probably the same god as everyone else. He has a faith, but he's not religious.
He has a
Devout
faith like
worshipper
no
of-
one else.
Devout worshipper of Cthulhu.
No, Gond. The god of craft.
Nice.
Crafting and smithing.
If you want, he is up for Hootie is up for helping you create an enclosure to defrost one of these creatures, because his curiosity has got the better of him.
I will take you up on that offer.
Ahab.
If that one dies, I at least have 2 more to try.
True, these creatures are usually pretty difficult to kill. Well, it's in their adult stage anyway.
Yeah, but if they sadly happen to die during the process of growing up.
That is true. Luckily, luckily / sadly, there isn't a queen in here. It's only a bunch of drones.
But if we fed them with some special food, there might be be able to become a queen. We just don't know how.
You need royal jelly.
Yeah, we have none of that, do we?
No.
Do we have the royal jelly of these bugs? We don't know what they are.
Although, there might be a way. One of the stops on the way is a moderately technological savvy planet that has illicit goods. Death Wasp royal jelly has been known for its hallucinogenic properties, so we could find some there.
Then we could try and if we're lucky and find it, maybe we could try and use it on one of the larvas.
Perhaps, but that is very dangerous. You tease Clack, and you're like taps. He was like, that'd be very irresponsible. But it would be very interesting to see a live death wasp queen. That is undeniable.
Imagine all the power we could have with this queen.
At that part, you kind of lose him. He's like, power? What? I just like looking at animals, man.
Okay, that is true. They are very beautiful, I hope.
Do you want to roll to fish, Ahab?
Would it equate to anything?
Why, you roll it and find out.
What am I rolling?
Do you have a fishing skill?
Oh.
Then a D20.
That's not a skill.
It is, but
Survival would be fishing.
Yeah, roll a survival then.
14.
You seem to catch something.
Oh.
Your hook like doesn't come back automatically.
Oh my god. I'm reeling it in.
Okay, roll me a athletics. It's stuck. You're gonna need more oomph.
Nothing that can help. Fuck. How do I get more oomph? Can I stretch one of my arms to grab the other side of the ship? Pull myself over. Wrap my arm around the mast and pull myself towards it.
You can do it to a railing, yeah. Roll me I've been making you do Constitution for making you do things with your pseudopods.
Save? I'll check. They're the same. It doesn't matter. 15.
You do feel whatever you're fighting with kind of like get closer to you. It's definitely something putting up a fight.
Yes. I'm reeling it in. When I land a big one.
Yes. Roll me another survival.
That's 20. 24.
Yep. With a nat 20, you reel up what it was, and what you find is that it's a scrap bot. It looks at you with its scrap bot eye and asks for sanctuary.
Was this the one that we threw off the ship?
I was just not the last.
What was that, Jack?
Are you the one that fell out? That I punched out of the ship?
What is my purpose?
Oh god. I'm not ready to be a dad.
It looks at you and goes, friend.
Alright, well, I'm not equipped to take care of this thing. I want to pick it up by the head. I want to go find Kenway. He does robots. He knows robots.
Cool. Yeah, roll me a survival.
To hunt Kenway.
Yes, to track Kenway.
11.
You think you smell monkey, so you follow the smell of monkey, and end up going past. I think it's the galley. No, what's room 2 again? The saloon.
Saloon.
It's basically a gathering place, so you can see that there's a whole bunch of monkey folk in prayer, doing like a. I don't want to say it's a ritual because it's not a ritual, but it's basically mass.
Ah.
Um,
Are any of them shirtless?
no,
And incredibly ginger?
they're all ginger.
Oh. Well, they're all wearing shirts.
I'm more ginger.
They
I'm
are
actually just
so-
fucking orange.
they are wearing clothes.
Oh, then none of those are Kenway.
Kenway is
The entire
directly
like
against-
4 days. Yeah, the entire 4 days I've known him, he's never touched a shirt.
Of course. For a shirt, then how can I show off my muscles?
I'm just dragging this robot around with me behind me while I'm walking around the ship looking for Kenway.
Right, okay. But yeah, it's that. It's one of them. It's a tiny little guy. Very cute.
Uh-huh. I'd think they were less cute if I didn't spend I didn't spend like a full couple hours being shot by acid with them.
Do you want to keep? I'm gonna imagine you're gonna keep looking for Kenway.
Yeah.
Right. Roll me another survival.
I found the picture.
There's only so many places. A dirty 20.
Okay. As you're thinking of going to the ship, and on your way there, you go past Kenway's room and you're like, fuck it, I'll try this as well. And you knock on his door. And yes, that is the picture of the Irby.
Am I in this room or am I in the one on the other ship?
In your workshop.
You're in your workshop, which is in your room.
Okay, so yeah. I get Axel to open the door as I'm currently working at the workstation.
He opens the door and what
Oh.
does he see, Jack?
They can open doors now. They're learning.
Yeah.
It's learning.
He's been able to open doors for ages.
I thought it was a dog.
It is.
Oh. I'm basically just standing there dragging a scrap bot behind me.
Oh, you brought goodies.
Yeah, you're right. I went fishing.
That's a weird fish.
Yeah, I know.
What is my purpose?
I'm just gonna flop it onto the ground in his room.
And this
On
one's
its back.
talks.
It falls on the ground and is like error, cannot get up,
Oh, flipping
error.
up onto its feet.
Very tempted to just push it back over.
Of you.
It says
Is it-
says hello user. Talking to Kenway.
Does it look like the ones from the ship?
Oh yeah,
Or does this one look
this
like...
this one is Gary's work. You can definitely tell.
Well, it's not attacking us, so it could be someone else.
It must have
time and
got,
space might have fried it a little bit.
it must have got like fabric reset when you got shot into space.
It's all the radiation.
Yeah, definitely.
Is it useful?
Could be. Replace its acid tanks with like cleaning liquid. It could be a good cleaning bot.
Oh, wait. Would it be more useful if I just like punched a hole in it though? So you could just take all the bits out?
It goes "Woo!" like like R2D2, like
Yeah.
Oh god.
and runs behind Kenway, saying, "Fear."
That won't save you.
I'm pretty sure this bot's it's bigger than me.
It's sizable to you.
I mean, well, it's up to you then.
I'm
Would it be,
3.5 feet tall. This thing is definitely bigger than me.
would it be more useful now, like as it is now, or would it be more useful as just parts?
I've seen the kind of parts these things have. Not really useful as parts. I have uses for it in its current state.
Sanctuary.
Alright. I guess. Good luck with that. Whatever that is. Turn it
Yeah.
into a little janitor thing.
Well, it's not a janitor, then I can figure something out.
Can it, like, scrap? Isn't that what it's made for?
It's made out of scrap. I don't know if it can scrap.
What are they made for?
That is a good question.
What is my purpose?
Fucking, you tell us. Why were they just originally built to just shoot acid at people?
Error. Data not found.
Yeah, it's hard. I can look into its circuits and see what I find.
Alright, well, good luck with that, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can get another fish.
I'll turn to look at the bot. I was like, bot, go into standby mode. I am going to run a diagnostics.
Okay, it basically shuts off. The last thing it says as it shuts off is sanctuary.
Yeah, sanctuary. I'm gonna, I guess, open it up and take a look inside. Run, like, do a full diagnostics to check on it.
Okay, roll me intelligence. Just like a d20 with your intelligence modifier. Again. So you had a 19. With your 19, you have discovered that this bot is been overhauled. Its memory banks have been increased. It's still a basic AI, but it has more information to gather from.
Nice.
Has a bigger data bank.
Yes. So technically it can be taught more than what you would expect for a scrap bot like this.
Interesting. Okay.
But you can tell that like it's stressing the system. It's not meant
The
to,
extra memory is stressing it.
That, and that's why you think that it lost its memory or its programming is because it is breaking down from its greater draw of intelligence.
So what I'm hearing is basically overclocked.
Essentially.
What would I need to make it not stressed to the point where it's
Well, it depends.
destroying its own memory?
Are you wanting to fix it or take away its evolved memories?
That's a good question.
Imagine what
Can
we
you
find out.
use all the memory banks in it and all the RAM to upgrade Axel? Give him the capacity for speech.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Take the voice box out of it, put it into Axel, and give it speech.
You could make a better voice box. Like, out of the stuff in the Crimson Fucker right now, you could make a better voice box than this thing has.
Okay, ideally I want to fix it.
Okay.
Just imagine Axel going on, what do we do now? That little really squeaky voice.
No, Axel would not have a squeaky voice.
What do we do now?
He'd be Idris Elba.
Yeah, but I mean, if we use the voice box from the little droid.
I want Axel to be voiced by Samuel Jackson.
What do we do now, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Go the fuck to sleep. But yeah, so if you could disassemble either, well, you could look through the scrap and find two broken scrap bot cores and ramshackle basically an excess of his CPU basically, allowing him to be able, like, basically upping his specs.
Hmm. Oh, so he's currently just limited by the amount of power he can hold.
Yes, there's a few other things, but power and computing power are the issues.
Hmm.
It's too
Oh, yeah,
it's too smart for its own good.
We took a lot of scrapbot parts, so I've got plenty of them.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna fix this thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna fix it.
Essentially, yeah. So roll me no, it'd be an intelligence first, and then an arcana. So with that, you are able to splice together two cores into a kind of like a outer storage, basically, or outer CPU, and just kind of slap it on there.
Yeah. I'm guessing that intelligence was to see if I knew how to do it. Or
It was,
what was the intelligence for?
you needed both an intelligence and arcana to equal more than 15.
Okay.
Because you're basically combining two cores. If you got lower than that, both the things you were messing with would have detonated, causing you damage.
Right, okay.
He's messing with he's messing with some very heavy voltage here.
To be fair, I've taken a scrapbook core explosion to the face, and I was fine.
Yeah, but this is 2.
Yeah.
At the same time. But your skill with electronics wins you the day. And you're able to basically make this part and fix him.
Yep. After touching them, I'll power him back on.
Well, you
and
could
hope for the best.
You could also clean out his storage and stuff.
Like clear the cache and
yeah, not just his cache, like his actual storage. Like he's got storage capacity.
Oh, he's got stuff on him.
Yeah, well, he's got a liquid storage.
Oh yeah, I'll clear out the liquid storage. I want to like clean him up because I can imagine he doesn't look. He probably looks a bit grotty, being made of scrap.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Like I just want to like clean the metal. I don't have a way to paint it, so just cleaning it.
Where the fuck is?
I'm gonna call him Sam. SAM, an acronym.
You're a fool.
Why?
Why?
You're naming it Sam after the one from Outer Worlds.
Maybe.
Okay, so
wait, can't I shoot acid anyway?
It's a cleaning bot that was they just put acid in it.
That's in the wrong one.
So you're doing the opposite.
Oh. Wait, do they have 2 tanks?
This is its storage, and yes, it does.
Oh, I'll have 1 acid then, 1 cleaning.
It has. Okay. It doesn't say how much storage it has. Oh wait, here it goes. A keg robot can hold up to 3 types of liquid payload, totaling 12 gallons within its hollow barrel body.
Oh, it can hold 3 liquids.
Up to 12 gallons.
Okay. Okay. I will turn. I'm guessing it's like 3 separate containers in there.
Yes.
That would be what, 4 gallons each? I will turn one of them into a physical storage instead of a liquid storage.
Okay, roll me your tinker tool. Yeah. So you're able to turn a 4-liter storage into a...
Yeah, it's 3 4-liter canisters, I guess, that's in there. So I'm turning one of them into like a physical storage space for it.
Okay, it's not very big, but you can store things in its chassis.
Then I'll be putting acid in one, like leaving the acid in one, and then having the other one for cleaning supplies, like a soap mix or something.
Okay. It's got where you were going to put the cleaning supplies. It's got oil, so you're going to have to drain the oil.
That's fine.
Okay.
I've got probably somewhere to store it. I've got the bodies of at least one other, so I can just put it in one of them.
So, Clack and Hootie, you have made together, you have hobbled together a kind of enclosure in the back of the cargo bay.
Nice. I'm gonna go and check it out.
Okay. Are you? Who wants to release the bugs? You or him?
I want to release the bug.
Okay. You need to empty it onto the floor, and then feed it some of your magic.
Okay. I'm gonna open a little vial, and I kind of crouch down and just carefully pour it out.
Okay. Do you want to roll me animal handling?
Look, man, yesterday in another game, I rolled 3 nat ones in a row. So please understand why I'm worried.
Right, you got all your unlucky dice rolled out the way yesterday. Smart move. Roll me a Arcana now for feeding it your magic. You're not entirely sure how to do that. Would you like to ask Hootie?
Exactly how do I feed magic to this creature?
And he starts going on a long-winded rant about how to teach, not a rant, but, he's a professor, so he's giving a lecture.
He's lecturing you on how to do it.
On the bright side, the next time you roll it, you'll do it at advantage.
Oh my god.
No. Yeah, we go back to Ahab. Many hours have now passed. You have been fishing.
That's just fishing, ain't it?
Yes.
Can I
Fishing
make
be how fishing
something
be.
for Ahab?
Sure. What do you want to do?
Rod of angling.
Are you going to try and make one?
Yes.
Okay. Out of what?
Pole of angling.
Scrap?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
I will be right back.
Should I roll or do I
Yeah.
just do it?
You'll need to roll for me. So again, what was it? I think it was intelligence, then Arcana.
Just looks up what the pole of angling does, and I assumed it'd do something magic. It's just a fucking fishing rod.
Yeah, it's just an extendable fishing rod. I love it.
I'm using a fishing rod, aren't I?
You're using. Well, if you remember from.
I assume you're just using a stick with a string, to be honest.
Yes, you are.
That's a fishing rod.
Because you said that's what a fishing rod is, so that's what you've got. The Minecraft.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I'm giving you a collapsible one.
An actual
Collapsible in air quotes.
An actual fishing one, yeah. So yeah, roll tickers. I'll ignore that nat one.
Don't roll another nat one.
Well, yeah, you've managed to get it. You have made the collapsible fishing rod.
Yeah. I'll give it to Axel to go up to the deck to give it to Ahab.
Okay.
With a little note on it. Oh no, he can't read.
Earrings.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I don't know when you'll get it, so I'll say I'm bringing you up something is better than the sore excuse for a rod you've got now.
All right. Okay.
What
I'm
are
just
you
saying that out loud. All right. That
Yes,
earring is
Axel
floating
alive.
around on the inside of my head.
I assumed it would be, yeah. There's no way that you got an A for it to sit in.
It's inside. It's underneath my bandana. I keep my important things in there. Said very quickly, looking at the big picture of Ahab to see if he has ears. There are ear-shaped things on the side of my head. It's a little bit on my neck, but they're on there. Alex, point to my ear.
You don't know. I don't know how to point.
Alex, put up a picture of Ahab and make an arrow and zoom in on my ear. Enhance.
Or just like the fucking marker red circle.
Put up a really blurry picture of Ahab and then enhance and zoom in, and then just have a PNG of a human ear on the side of his head.
I know you think I'm some kind of editing wizard, but I'm not that good.
I would be very disappointed if none of my edits make it into these videos.
Fuck off, right?
We haven't watched the episodes, so we can't say if you have or not.
You can't just say yes, you'll do it, and then tell me afterwards that you did definitely do it. No, because then I'll realise that you're a liar and you haven't done any of the things that I asked you to do.
A lot of the things you're asking for are very difficult to do.
They're not that hard.
You fucking do it then. I'll give you the editing stuff and you can fucking edit the videos.
Nah, I can't bother.
Yeah, so...
Do not complain, Jack.
You won't pay me to do that. I'm not doing work for you.
Right.
The silence.
You can't see my facial expression, but it is not the happiest. Anyway.
I can see it in my mind's eye.
You don't even know what I look like in person.
I can take a guess to what your facial expression was.
Are you just imagining Stoic from How to Train a Dragon? I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of accurate.
No. You don't get to be stoic. The expression I imagined was exasperated disappointment.
But yeah.
And mild scorn.
So, yeah. After a while, one of the monkey people come up to you, Ahab, and they ask you to read this, and they hand you a note.
No. What language is it in?
Common.
Oh, then I can't. I've decided that I can read just one very specific language.
I don't know if that was what was canonized.
Well, everything's been in common, so you wouldn't know, would you?
Okay.
What languages does he know?
I'm not going to tell you how many languages I know. I know 3 languages.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You didn't think about that, did you?
He knows 3 languages, but he can't read any of them.
I can read some languages, just not the ones you keep giving me.
That is not what you canonized, Jack.
I said I can't read the common that you was giving me.
So, they ask you, can you really not read?
All right, you don't have to say it like that. I've never needed to.
Okay.
You can just tell me what's on a note. You don't have to You don't have to come up and pass me a note, unless there's if it's got 2 little boxes on it, then I can assume what it's supposed to be. Do you like me? Yes, no. Is that why you can't say it?
She, the monkey, you don't know if it's a woman, looks at the paper, then back at you and says, "You poor soul, you've not been educated, have you?"
Don't even try. Don't even give me that.
I mean,
I'm happy fishing with this 10-foot tall stick that I got given by a robot dog. Don't know why he gave me a big stick, but I've got one now.
I see.
And my old good fishing pole that I made.
It's not an embarrassment to recognize your own shortcomings.
It's not shortcoming.
I've had to teach many people to read over my time. I can help.
Why are you doing this to me? I'm not asking for it though.
I do not want the tea.
Stop trying to feed me tea. I've gotten this far without needing it.
The monkey person looks kind of saddened by your answers, And she was like, okay.
I can read, just not certain languages, like most people.
Well, I was offering to help you read the languages that we use most commonly on the ship.
Yeah, well, that's not. I feel like this isn't a me issue.
Well, we still welcome you as part of the crew. And she like puts her hands in kind of praying mode and says goodbye and walks away.
What the fuck? Wait, were you not already? It's like as she's walking away.
She's
Did she leave the note with me?
no, she took that.
Okay.
For out of character, it was a note that says, "Can you read this?"
I like how she just assumed that I couldn't read.
She had heard that you couldn't read and tried to offer help.
From who?
The only people that would know would be Clark Kenway and
Would
Ahab,
you?
and I guess Tepesh.
Listen, but actually, who would know physically? Because like I've never stood in front of something that needed to be read and gone like, yes, I can't read in front of people.
That is. Oh yeah, you haven't.
You have no idea if I meant to press the buttons I did on that computer screen.
To be fair,
That is, yeah.
We just saw the hole in the door.
time, you guys do realize that time has passed. Like, you've been on this ship for about 6 days now. I think it's 6 days.
And no one's going to know if I can or can't read or not if I avoid books.
Yeah, but like, what about when they ask you what you want to eat, or give you a menu, or ask you?
I can see the food.
That's not how a menu works, Jack.
No, but it's a ship, not a restaurant.
No, but
It's not going to be like, I'm not going to sit at a table and they serve me. I'm going to stand where they're making the food and see pot of soup and say soup.
Okay. I'm just. Listen, it was just a helpful monkey trying to be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You don't want to help, and you'll continue.
They're trying to push their intelligent agenda on me.
Okay.
This stick that Kenway gave me is propped up against the railing while I still sit on it with my shitty rod.
Okay.
Wow.
You gave me a stick. I got delivered a stick.
I told you what it was for.
No, you didn't. You said I'm sending you something. This is better than your shitty rod. And it's just a stick. It's a 10-foot tall pole.
Oh, I never told you the fucking command word.
You never told me what it was.
To be fair, he does have the message thing, so you could tell him afterwards, be like, "Oh yeah, the command word is this."
Yeah,
You
use
you also
another one
could've
of your
asked-
5 charges.
You could have also asked me what the fuck it was.
Do you honestly
It's just a stick. You gave me a cool stick.
I thought common sense. Like I told you, it's better than your rod. So
I thought you were just being a
it's
dick.
he can't read? What makes you think he has common sense?
I have common sense. I punched a hole in a spaceship. It's like when you're walking and a kid comes up to you and is like, "Oh, I found this cool rock. This will help you on your journey." Anyway, bye. It's like, what do I? What? Okay, I guess that's going in my pocket now.
Oh yeah, you've become an NPC in someone else's adventure.
Yeah, apparently, I've just been delivered a stick.
Okay.
Isn't it just a metal pole? It's not even metal.
Yeah. It's scrap metal.
It's it's metal. It's just a solid metal stick. Great. I can use it as a monk weapon. I think.
It probably would be considered a quarterstaff. Yeah.
It's still just propped up on the thing next to me. You'll only know that I haven't been using it and the net when you come up and see me fishing at some point.
Yeah. So we get into like the nighter times. Do you check like Kenway, do you ever actually leave your room? Like there's like feeding time where everyone gets in the saloon? Or is it the galley? No, it'd be the saloon. And like has dinner together. There's a big like the ship emphasizes a very inclusive environment when it comes to like
The mess hall is where you eat.
yeah, the mess hall. I mean, which I think is in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would leave to eat and stuff. And like wander around the ship and stuff, but most of the time would be in my room tinkering with shit.
Very antisocial. The monkeys notice this. They try and get you more involved. They ask you what life is like, for you. How much do
On
you
the outside.
Yeah, how much do you share with them? Do you tell them that you're a pirate?
It depends on what kind of questions I ask.
What did you do before this?
Yeah, I'd probably tell them. Part of a pirate crew. I was doing odd jobs on the ship. Good at a lot of things.
Okay. Roll me a
Most of the stuff I would do, don't need to do on the ship. So
roll a perception. They're not phased when you start talking about how you were a pirate.
yeah, okay.
You would,
I mean,
with that 21, you usually expect among most people that saying, "Yeah, I was a pirate," that would usually cause at least the odd glance, but no one seems to care.
with a captain like Tepesh, yeah, I'm not surprised.
That's fair. They agree with that. Tepesh is amazing.
They'll say some stuff like, I can cook, I'm a good navigator, I can do repairs, but you already have chefs. You have an automatic navigation system.
Well, chefs is not exactly. They don't. Everyone takes.
Pretty sure the
turns.
first day I came here, I stormed into the kitchen and made proper food for everyone. So
Yeah, everyone remembers that. It's quite nice. You've ingratiated yourself much better than some other people of the crew. Bugs withstanding.
They'll love me when I catch fish for everyone.
if I see you in the mess hall, I will ask you how the fishing went with the new rod.
I haven't moved.
Yeah, do you come in for mess you would be asked multiple times, and probably by the woman that tried to get you to learn how to read. She particular would be like, "Come on, it's time for dinner. You need to eat. Keep your strength up. You punched your way through a spaceship. Come on."
I mean, that was 3 days ago, right?
This would be like later on, maybe 7-8 hours.
Oh, okay. I've got that stick. It's just kind of sticking out of my bag. It doesn't. I can't hold it in. I keep all of my shit in, and it's kind of a bit too big to fit in.
Can you roll me a dexterity for going through doors?
Are you telling me the doors aren't 10 feet tall? Save a check.
The ship was probably designed for average human size.
Yeah, it's regular. Imagine submarine, but slightly bigger.
I'm doing a saver check for Dex.
Do a check, because it's not like a trap or anything. It's you just.
Not 1-5.
So if you're not,
I keep going, but the stick gets wedged.
No, every single time you come to a door, it basically gets knocked out of your body. You then pick it up, reabsorb it, go to the next door. It gets knocked out of your body. Okay, she's gonna pick up the stick, and she's gonna pick
It
up.
is a stick.
She's gonna pick up the fishing rod and just walk with it so it doesn't keep catching on things. She's like, "We're gonna be late. Come on, food's gonna get cold."
Okay.
It can't collapse any smaller. 10 feet is the smallest it can
Oh,
go.
I thought it was-
It's either a 10-foot pole or a fishing rod. Those are its only two options.
There's the pole of collapsing, which might be what you're thinking of,
Oh, okay.
which is a 10-foot pole that shrinks down to a foot-long thing.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah.
So unless I'm able to combine the two,
maybe with more tinkering, perhaps. But yeah. So okay. So maybe it's not collapsible. She tries to collapse. It's like, oh, Okay, maybe it's not. But she still carry it, because she wants you to hurry up and get to the food. Even Hootie's like, get into the mess hall. Clack, are you going to the mess hall?
Oh yeah. I forgot I was muted because I was munching on ice cream.
Right.
But yeah, I'll follow him.
Okay. How do you... So, are you quite social when you come to mess hall times? Like, literally, almost the entire crew is here. Tepesh can't, because he's flying the ship. But, yeah. All of the crew, like, the rest of the crew is here. Do you interact with any of them in particular? Do you go sit beside Hootie? Do you be the loner and sit in the corner brooding?
I'm not a queen nor a female. So I would do no such brooding.
Gross.
Different kind of brooding.
Oh.
Skulking.
I know what you mean.
Standing there, menacingly.
Singly. How much lecture did Hootie give Clack?
Like a college lecture. You now know how to feed the thing magic. Which you did. Like, he taught you how to feed magic to it.
Well, I would probably go and sit. Probably where Kenway and Ahab is.
Kenway is sitting with the monkey folk. Well, more like the monkey folk have surrounded Kenway. Ahab finally does come in with one of the other monkeys.
Yeah, this was not a consensual surrounding of monkeys. I probably sat on my own and then they all just came to me.
Yeah. What do you guys do, Ahab? You've wandered to the mess hall. You see Clack standing there. Kenway getting surrounded by monkey folk.
I'll get some food.
Okay.
I'll get some food and sit it just somewhere.
I
mean, I could just stand and absorb it if I wanted to.
Just like.
Yeah.
Like a gelatinous cube.
Yeah. Gelatinous man.
When the monkey that walked in with Ahab walks in, all of the monkeys that are not like nudging or touching Kenway basically scooch down to make room for her. And then she calls over Ahab to come join them.
Okay. I mean, she's got my stick, so...
Yeah, she like puts that on the table.
I guess I'm sitting down. I'm sitting in a group now.
Clack, do you join them as well, or are you still just standing there?
If they're room, I will join them, yes.
Okay. The monkeys, they don't want to move for you, but then the other monkey looks at them, the one that walked in with Ahab, and they scooch for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome, dear.
And I will sit down.
So, what were you doing all before all this? Before working with the crew? I heard some good things from Captain Tepesh about your first mission.
The one where we blew up the ship and punched a ghost?
Yeah, apparently. And the other monk's like, what? You fought a ghost? That's so cool, man.
Well, thought, in air quotes. I punched it and it died.
They're like, wow, you must be super strong then. You're the one that punched in the spaceship, right?
Yeah.
That's some mad shit. I don't know why all the monkeys talk like this, but just roll with it.
I don't know why the monkeys have started talking about this either. I'll flex my arm that's got the adamantium gauntlet on it. But yeah.
Yeah, they're impressed.
My muscles are as big as I need them to be for the bit.
Lol. Okay. Yeah, they're They are fairly impressed. They ask Clack as well, like, what did you do? Did you think the first mission went well?
I think it went pretty good. Very. What's the word for it? Floaty.
Oh, the gravity. Yes, the gravity must have been turned off. And the other monkeys are
Yeah.
like, oh, right.
I usually prefer to have my feet on the ground.
Yeah, most carbon-based species do. The monkey that walked in with Ahab, if you couldn't already tell, she's basically the matriarch, of the monkey crew. She's the alpha female.
Yeah.
The Smurfette of the Hadozis.
There's one way to put it, I guess.
If that's the way you want to envision it, then okay. Jesus Christ.
As a man. Me, Ahab. I don't know the difference between. I don't understand what the difference is between men and women. You're all made of meat. It's all weird.
I mean, fair. A little bit of your own racism popping through there. We're using 24.
It's not racism.
What?
Everyone.
It's every race.
All of these meat
race,
people.
Yeah, it's every race that's made of meat.
Yeah.
And
so like 90% of them. It's not racism. It's not like I dislike them for that. I just don't understand like what the difference is.
If you said that to another demographic, would that be racist?
I don't think so.
That's okay.
I could look feminine if I wanted to.
God no, that would be horrible.
What the fuck?
No, that was rude.
That was rude.
Oh, sorry,
that's
Jack.
not it. That wasn't racism. That's
sorry,
just mean to me.
Sorry, Jack. I don't see you as a very feminine person.
No, me, Ahab could make my body more feminine if I so choose it.
Well, okay? I mean, it's Ahab's choice. If Ahab wants to do that in front of the monkey people, I guess different strokes.
No, I don't know what these
folks.
Little freaks are up to.
Okay. What were we saying? What were we talking about? Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They were trying to get to know you as nice people as part of the crew. And everyone was being oddly suspicious. What did you say, Clack? What did you say, Clack?
Part of crew, part of the ship.
Why, yes. Yes, we are.
Okay. I just realised that my guns are supposed to do more.
Just in the middle after eating dinner, just looking at your gun, just like, this could be better.
Soon.
I mean, yeah, I'm always going to be tinkering with my guns, but
strokes across the BFG.
Oh, that's not. I'm not keeping. That's locked up tight in my room.
Oh, I thought you could have left everything in the cargo bay / storage area.
Oh no, that's staying on me. That's staying like underneath my mattress level. Like no one's touching that.
You gotta go and duct tape that to our ship.
I mean, okay.
I do have a plan for it.
Axel.
That was my initial plan, but I think it'll be better putting it on the ship. On the
you could trade out the Hermes weapons and modify it so it could fire.
It's basically just a BFG with legs at that point.
Oh, God.
That is very tempting.
Every time it shoots, it explodes.
Well, it shouldn't have recoil.
No, it technically does, because it's a plasma. It does have mass. But
Okay, then yeah, it would have recoil.
Yeah, You literally only have enough rechargeable cartridges for one shot. But
Yeah, that's why I don't want to. My plan was to have it mounted to the ship and then build like a thingy around it so it can make it bigger and stronger. Like they did in Doom Eternal, where they put the small BFG into the giant thing that, like, instead of focusing it down tiny, it just expanded the beam to
you could.
building.
You could. The difficulty would be that it would set up the weight ratio for the ship. If you put it, the Crimson Fucker, depending on how big the casing is for this overall ship weapon you want to make with it, depending on how big that is, the Crimson Fucker could mount it. But
I'm not putting on the Crimson Fucker.
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if
We're going on the Xantha.
the gun itself is made to be so it's mounted on a ship as like a mini, like how they do in like machine guns on the back of ATV kind of things. It's meant to be a hard point.
Yeah.
And
I was going to attach it to my fucking dog.
You could, yeah.
I'm not going to, but that was the initial plan. Have it on axle, so when I'm riding him, I have like a fucking cannon from the back of him. But attaching him to Sam would be interesting.
You could break it. You could break it apart and try and use salvageable parts from it instead.
Reverse engineer it.
You could attempt to, yes.
I'll put that note to one side then. No, I'm reading how the dual repeaters work in the book. I'm supposed to attack once with my main action, and then I get another attack as a bonus action with them.
Okay.
There's two.
Okay.
Which I completely did not realize. So I was just
Until it was
adding
too late.
extra shit. Yeah, it'll be useful later.
Yeah. But yeah, if that's is there anything else anyone wants to say or do with the monkey crew before they depart to their various jobs again?
Not to the monkeys, no, but I will ask Ahab the fishing rod, like, how's the new rod holding up compared to your old one?
What, the stick?
It's a fishing rod.
No, it's a stick. You just gave me a stick. Your dog came up and and they're like, here's a stick. I mean, I can, if you want, I can tie a string to the end of this and use this instead. But, you know.
Can I take the rod and say the command word, which is literally just open?
Yeah. It turns into a fishing rod.
Oh. I mean, that would have been pretty useful for you to have told me it can do that, I think.
Yeah, it kind of lost my mind. I was focusing on Sam.
Sam, the little robot that you got. The little robot that I fished up.
Yeah. He's better now. I fixed him.
Uh-huh. How, like, better how? Like, useful better, or...
Should be. I plan to put him on to our ship to help clean it, and also, if anything comes aboard, then he can help fight it.
Alright, so we have a tiny janitor.
Yeah, that can shoot acid.
It could already shoot acid.
Yeah, it's a yeah, but now it can shoot cleaning supplies as well instead of oil.
Cool.
It's a sanitary maintenance spot.
Mm-hmm.
Sam.
What did you say, man?
Not gonna lie, I low-key love that.
Oh, yeah. Rod, another word to activate it. I say open again, which shuts it back into the hole.
Wait, it's open twice? It opens up into a fishing rod, then opens up again into a regular stick?
I don't think it has a separate command word.
No, it's the same command word.
Actually, if I can, I'll have the command word just be like change.
I'll roll a dice and let's see. That's a
Oh,
nat one
close.
for a no.
No. So yeah, it's open for both then.
Okay, great. Can I just like hit stuff with it when it's a stick?
Yeah, it should be strong enough to.
Is it magic?
It can
Yeah.
be with further tinkering.
If I fuck with it more, I can make it magical.
Ah. Okay.
Do you want me to?
I mean, right now I'd probably just use it as a fishing rod. But if we fight stuff that is more resistant to non-magical things again, then it'd be useful to have some kind of magic weapon.
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay. I guess you just keep the stick for now.
I'll do this and then I'll get Axel to bring it round, or I will if I find you.
Well, I'm probably going to be sticking around the same place
Oh, okay. Yeah,
with my really good fishing rod.
Sure.
So,
how well made does his fishing rod look? Because I've never actually
It's ass.
been there when I saw it.
it's literally a stick with a bit of rope tied to it.
I found like an extra piece of like rod, just like a pole somewhere, and with just like I freed some rope to make some twine and just tied it onto the end.
It's like
There's
a
a hook
broken
on it,
handle of a mop or something.
Yeah. I mean, it
Yeah,
caught a robot, so
It's just an old antenna.
It looks very well made.
yeah, it is. I caught a robot with it.
Well, we'll see what you can catch with this one when I've finished it.
Yeah, I'll go. We'll see if it's any better than this wonderful creation. Hasn't snapped yet.
Because you haven't caught anything
That-
with it yet.
I caught a
Honestly,
robot.
It's surprising.
Right.
That robot must not have been heavy.
You can lift it up. If you can, I mean, you can try and lift it up. I dragged it around the ship, so like, it's heavy. It's light enough for me to drag it around.
I mean, I guess it was just floating out there in space. So no wonder it wasn't too hard to catch it.
Yeah, that's true. But it was being dragged behind the ship because we're going so fast.
Yeah,
That is a good point.
it was very different compared to the other ones that we messed with, so it makes sense that I was able to stay here.
If that's the one that got blasted out of that ship that that exploded, then it got far.
Yeah,
Because,
I'm
like,
surprised
we
it's still in one
left.
piece.
I mean, we left and then went into light speed, and then I caught it. So, like, how far did it get?
Far enough
It
to
either
fall.
went really far or it got trapped in like the gravity bubble around the ship.
Oh.
That would actually make it quite a lot of sense.
That's what my guess is. It got trapped in the gravity bubble, and then when we went into light space, it got loose when you caught it.
Surprised we didn't hear it scream back there.
Space.
But-
No one
it
can
was
hear you scream.
Yeah, you make a good point there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my workshop, fix this pole better, and then
Before you all disappear, Hootie comes up to you and says, "By the way, we're going to be doing live weapon firing when we reach an asteroid belt tomorrow at
ooh,
1200."
That's like something you would like, Kenway, I think.
Oh, it's all the weapons, the ship as well. We're going to be launching buoys for you to shoot. So get plenty of rest for the field test of the weapons and other systems. Full
Other
shakedown.
systems.
yeah. ships tend to do full weapon tests to make sure they don't go rusty.
So we get to test out flying our little ship?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Nice.
Then I'll see you all.
Do you
then.
guys want me to wake weapons? Or are you just gonna ship weapons?
Are you asking like the party or
Yeah.
Woody?
Huh?
He's gone.
Who he left?
He's went back to his room.
Yeah.
No.
I was asking you two if you want me to make you some sort of like ranged weapons that you could test out.
I mean, we're
Or
just
if
going to
you-
use the ones on the ship, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I didn't know if we wanted to do small like personal tests as well.
I'm not proficient with any ranged weapons.
Well, I am proficient in some weapons.
Javelins are ranged weapons.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, I have darts.
Yeah, darts are easy to use. Yeah, I could try some javelins or spears. Something that's throwable. I'm not very strong, but yeah, I think I can make it work.
Sure. I'll make some darts and some javelins.
I do have 9 darts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Won't you be losing them into space if you throw them?
Probably. But also, I am proficient in 3 types of ranged weapons. One is darts, one is javelins, and one is boomerangs. I'm not built for ranged, but also that's why we have big giant guns on our spaceship.
That is true. How would a boomerang work in space?
It doesn't.
It just wouldn't come back.
Since no airflow.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I might attempt to attach my new gun to the ship.
What,
Go for it.
the BFG?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What time is it? I'm guessing this is like evening meal.
Yeah, it's like 7 o'clock now. The weapons test is at 12 tomorrow.
Got lots of time.
Okay, I'll do it in the morning.
Before I go to bed, I'm gonna try infuse this little larva with my magic again.
Okay. So you disappear down into the cargo deck.
Yes,
I guess I'm going.
I'm gonna be like, oh, time to try and feed my little larva.
My little man.
As I just- yes, my little man. As he kind of like scatters away.
I guess I'm going back to my room to make this rod magical. I don't know how I'm going to do that.
You combine it with a rod of collapsing. Would that inherently make it magical? Because it's 2 items in one.
He would.
You might do.
Yeah, it would basically, you could add that on to it, like modify it for it, and that would be the same as making a new magic item, but you'd basically have both things in one item.
And with the pole of collapsing, it actually is 2 separate command words. It says it on it that it uses 2 separate ones.
Right, so you can correct that one mistake.
Yeah, so I can have it be.
I had to spend 25 more gold just to give you an extra command word, but it works now, as intended.
And it
I
can
mean,
be smaller.
Yeah, now it can. If I add the pole of collapsing, then it can be smaller. Instead of 10 feet, it shrinks down to a foot.
So is that
And it should be considered a magic weapon now, right?
Well, improvised magic weapon, yes.
It's a quarterstaff.
Yeah, it'll be considered a quarterstaff.
Okay. Well, yeah,
It's a pole, so it'll be a quarterstaff.
then yeah, it'd have quarterstaff damage.
Nice.
Should I roll Tinkers again to do it?
Yes. Yeah. Did you take away the 25 gold?
Yeah, I've been keeping track of it.
Alright, cool. Then yeah, you've managed to do the thing you wanted to do.
Yeah. Okay. Test it out a couple of times. It'll be extend to make it bigger, and then shrink to make it smaller. And I'll go find Ahab. Keeping it small. Like, here you go.
Nice. It just gets straight away absorbed into my hand. Just floats around my chest somewhere.
Command words are extend, makes it bigger, shrink makes it smaller, open, obviously, makes it change.
Okay.
And it's magic, so
Great.
everything you asked for.
Yep. Like you can see into my room, it's just an empty room with a big bucket in the middle of it.
Compared to mine, which is cluttered to fuck.
Oh yeah,
And
you've
full
got
of scrap metal.
My room gets cluttered when I fall asleep.
That's why you have the bucket.
Yeah, because all my shit falls out of me when I get into the bucket.
right.
Yeah.
So, Clack, can you please roll me an Arcana with advantage?
Yes.
Okay. You have successfully been able to nourish the larva with enough magic that it has started to move ever so slightly, like a chrysalis kind of thing.
Nice.
I swear if that thing's become xenomorph.
Who knows, man?
The egg opens with a hiss.
Full of snakes.
It's full of snakes!
Feels weird that this entire thing is happening like just down the corridor from where we are.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys don't know.
Yeah, we don't. No one told us.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, no, Clack did.
technically, Clack told Kenway.
Yeah, Clack did just say, "I've got to go feed my bug."
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Okay.
Clack
Yeah.
could just
I
also
mean,
be
you were
talking
on
in-
ship when when I found the larvas.
He also could just be talking in the third person.
That is true.
I need to go and feed the bug. The bug is me.
I already ate with you guys.
You might need more! How about bugs
Diet.
work?
Yeah.
I didn't even know they had telepathy until we met.
Also, with the way that the mast is set, if you're not paying attention and walking down that corridor, you're walking into it.
It's yeah.
I've walked into it
It's
multiple
right
times. I walked through it. It walks through me.
There is a slight guardrail, but yes, it is in the middle of the ship. It's not like it doesn't extend like you know when it gets to that last one where the forecastle is, it doesn't extend past that point. But it can extend all the way up there for the solar sails.
Yeah, well, either way, it's a big pole.
But yeah, so Clack, you have fed your not Maleficent, because it's not evil, your strange death bug.
Doug.
Yes.
I'm not naming it Doug.
Doug the death bug.
No.
That's actually not bad.
Please. There's 3 of them, isn't there?
Yeah.
One of them, please.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
I will name one of them that.
Yes!
I'm just gonna take one of.
super aggressive names.
I'm gonna take like one of the vials and just scribble down Doug the Death Bug on it.
Doug. This is Face Ripper and Spleen Eater and Doug.
Sure. Yes.
Okay.
You know what? One of them I'm just gonna name Liver.
What? Liver?
What?
Liver what? You cut out at the end of that. What was the end of that word? I heard
Liver
liver.
liver failure.
Okay, because I heard and I honestly thought you were naming one of your bugs liver fucker.
No!
Very specific.
So yeah, Clack, is there anything else you want to do before you go to bed?
Not that I can come to think of.
Okay, please align yourself in one of the 14s, because they are the crew
What
quarters.
is- If he's got an increased memory bank and stuff like that, would his intelligence be higher?
No, it's
Or would his wisdom be higher?
neither. He's. I
'Cause-
can't tell you, but his stats are as they are.
No.
He's bog standard, but there is something special about him.
Bug standards.
Bog standard.
Oh, bug.
So yeah, so everyone goes to bed. It's a quiet night. You wake up at a point. Does people set alarms, or you just wing it?
I just get up when someone either comes to get me or when I just wake up.
Okay.
I mean, I'm technically constant awake, so I wouldn't need it.
Aren't we going to sleep at like 8 o'clock?
I would be awake for a bit longer doing the poll.
Okay.
I would be up until like midnight making the poll. I
Okay.
think I can't remember how long it takes to make it. I think that's
So
5 hours to make it.
so you wouldn't be waking up at like 9 o'clock in the morning.
Oh no, I'll be waking up at like 10, 10:30, something like that.
Okay. Clack, would you wake up earlier or later than that?
Probably in the middle of the night. Because I have the sleepless trait. So I don't require sleep and can remain conscious during a long rest, though I must still refrain from strenuous activity to gain the benefit of the rest. So
Matt doesn't sleep, he just has to hang out for 12 hours.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so what do you do in your 12-hour midnight thing? The ship is eerily quiet.
I'll probably just sit in my quarters and meditate. Kind of thing. Just attune myself to the elder staff.
Okay. Yeah, you meditate on it. It's you. I guess you you refill your psi focus. I don't know,
Okay.
but
That-
it
I
gets
don't understand that for sure.
Hashtag just rim things.
yes. So it gets to like 9 o'clock. You hear people going around doing stuff. It's not like they're not actively trying to wake you up, but it is loud. Do you guys still stay in bed? Clack, you're aware that people are up and about now because it's basically like everyone gets up at the same time. The monkey crew, the only ones that don't sleep are Tepesh.
If they're being loud, then that's obviously going to wake me up.
Well, they're going about their everyday things, repairing, regulating, maintaining, cleaning. Right. So it gets to around about 10 o'clock. At about 10:30, some of the monkey crew knock on your doors to try and get you up. All of you.
I would probably already have walked out by that time.
Okay. What would you be doing in the interim while you're waiting for these guys to wake up?
I need to go feed my little bug.
Right, okay.
He's been all night all alone and just being hungry.
God, it's like fucking Audrey 2 at this point.
Who?
The plant from Little Shop of Horrors. He's going over to it and pricking your finger and just dripping blood into its mouth.
No,
Bring me blood. Must be fresh.
No.
Maybe.
a little bit, maybe.
Teeny tiny.
It's more that you have been given a druidic ritual to be able to feed magic straight to a creature. So Hooty does actually meet you there as well, as he has been making notes and shit.
And shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the technical term.
He's been going poopies. Making bears, some would say.
Thank you for that, Timberjack.
He's been doing research.
That's what I call it too.
Yes, he's apparently well. All you can see when you look into the enclosure is basically the cocoon that originally was there.
No, I thought it was a larva.
It is. Hooty explains in great detail that there's a dormant state where when they're born, basically, and then when they get fed enough magic, or in other cases, jelly, they will metamorphosis into a cocoon, which then starts the drone's life cycle. So, Hooty does say...
Doug Rogan mug.
Queen. It's Death Bug is dog. Queen Dog is quag.
They do grow an excellent speed, I must say.
No, yes,
No.
it'll be slow going at least for a little while. We won't see any massive transformation until we're about the 2-month stage. But we should hopefully be on planet by... We should hopefully be at our destination by then. I have not done any animal handling to the creature. Was waiting for you. Would you like to?
Oh, yes, please.
Bond with the death bug. Clack. Bond with the death bug.
Yes, I will bond with my queen. Or king.
This is getting weird.
Alex started it.
You started it.
You continued it though.
Do I still have the advantage on the Arcana rolls?
That was for feeding it. For feeding it magic. This is a
Now you're doing bondage with it.
bonding with it.
Uh-huh.
So it would be in animal handling.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. With a dirty 20, you can get it to emerge from its little hidey hole. It is tiny and white and black, with little orangey bits. You can see that even though it's small, it looks very similar to its fully formed adult. It's around about the size of like maybe a tarantula. Yeah, maybe like a small tarantula.
You're a cute little thing, aren't you? As I gently scoop it up into my hand.
Okay. Roll another animal handling. The creature does not flee. It sees bug as bug. It is also bug. Hooty's just there being like fascinating, writing down notes.
What are you writing down, Hooty?
Oh, just your basic interaction with it. It's not very common that someone is allowed to see these in the wild or even being brought up. They're quite illegal in many places.
So why was it on
Have you
that
brought contraband?
You don't know.
Have you brought contraband onto the ship?
You're not there. You're not there. What did you say to Hutiata?
So why did that guy have these little larvas on their ship?
Well, based on based on the scans that we made, it seemed like there was a lot of other ships. Turns out this was. It looks. Tepesh said it looks like an ambush site, a natural area in space in which people, especially pirates, find it particularly easy to do hit and run tactics.
That still didn't exactly answer my question.
Well, it probably was on the cargo of one of these ships.
Yeah, my question is, why was it on the cargo? On that specific ship that we were on.
It was probably smuggled with another ship that all the cargo got put into one spot, so it's not floating around in open space.
Yeah, based on the reports of what he saw, what was written, that what was said during the exploration of Gary's ship, is that he seemed to have been collecting multiple things, and then ships that were crashed around about him, he managed to jerry-rig to them. That's why some of the door plates fell apart when you opened it. That's why everything was very ramshackle.
He Frankensteined a bunch of ships together.
Essentially, yes. He had a lot.
Okay.
He had a lot of time to kill, apparently.
Which section on this keg was replaced with the soap? The cleaning? Is it the shower or the spray?
A little longer than a few minutes later.
So the monkey people have knocked on your doors several times.
I'm slithering out of my bucket and scooping up all of my stuff. Like a snake. Like a gelatinous snake. And I just walk out in my regular form.
just a regular goo man slurping about.
Yeah. I do be slurping sometimes.
Yeah, I'll get up. Just depending whether or not I'll just throw something at the door, tell them to shut the fuck up. But no, yeah, I'll
Just
wake
a
up.
wrench flying in the air.
Just one of the Tinker Toys explodes into gears. Sam's also going to be roaming around, cleaning things.
Oh yeah, I probably would have asked him to help clean and organize my room before I go to sleep.
Organize, he's not so great at. Cleaning, though, spot on. He kind of more piles all the stuff that was on the floor just together and into a big pile and then cleans everything else.
Oh, it's perfect. Exactly what I wanted anyway. I was going to say, just put them all in, just shove it all into a corner and then go from there.
Yeah. So yeah, it does that and then it leaves the room and walks off to fulfill more cleaning duties. So what do you do? Go to the mess hall, go find Clack, go do the weapon, the securing of a weapon you wanted to do?
Yeah, I'm not... I'll quickly get, some toast or something from the mess hall and then head up to where the ship is and start attaching the BFG to it.
Where are you mounting the BFG?
Trying to remember what guns we have on it.
The Xanthar has a PPC and 2 hull-mounted AC2s.
What? Because it was two on one on each side and then one in the middle, wasn't it?
Yes. The PPC is underslung and the 2 hull-mounted are above.
Yeah. What's the PPC? That missile launcher.
Particle projector cannon. It's a stun weapon, technically.
Ah. In that case, I will mount it next to it and have it as a alternate fire to that control system.
Okay.
I probably wouldn't be able to fully make a whole new gun system. I'd have to get a proper shipwright, dock it and get it all properly done. Because mounting it and getting it wired in are two separate things.
Mm.
I won't mount it, but I will look where I could mount it
Okay.
and make up like a plan on where I'm going to mount it the next chance I get a chance to.
Out of character, well, I guess for me, the best place that I would think to mount it would be at the doors of your Xanthar ship, because the Xanthar ship has a front-facing loading bay. So when it opens, you could have it mounted there to fire.
Oh, like the minigun things on the side of a helicopter.
Yeah, but all you'd have to do is open the storage bay doors, and then you'd be able to fire it.
Yeah, I'll have it attached to either the wall or like the ceiling, where it can be like pulled down so it's not in the way.
The best
I want
way
it
to do it would
somewhere
be a
where
solid
it's not in the way.
The best place to do it, the best place to put it would be a solid mounting in the middle, like just before the ramp of the cargo bay.
But then if I did that, then it would be very difficult to get things up and down the cargo ramp.
You could make it collapsible, so that it comes.
That's what I wanted. I wanted it collapsible, like mounted to the ceiling or like the wall, instead of on the ramp itself.
The ceiling would be like too high up to actually get like a proper mounting for it. That would be effective. If you put it so that the BFG and the mounting itself was two different parts, you could fold the mounting, just let it fall, just on the ground, and the BFG could be stored somewhere else on the ship.
Like have the mounting collapsible into like the ground of the bay.
Yeah, the actual stand, yeah, but the BFG is too big for that. It can't be. It can't be easily hidden within the ship. But you can put it in a locker. It'll take up the entire locker, but it can be put in a locker.
Yeah, if I need to, I can make like a hidden storage somewhere later.
Yeah.
For it.
Yeah, technically, yeah, you could.
Yeah, I'll put it in like a locker near it and have the mount collapsible in on the ramp then.
Okay, roll me your intelligence tinker tools. The mount is exactly the way you want it.
Perfect.
So, do you want to roll tinker tools again to add the thing to mount it for the BFG? Or do you want to make the BFG's design different to be mounted?
I want it so it's the BFG can be like mounted and taken off easily, like a quick detach.
Okay, that would that sounds like me. You're wanting to put a piece onto it, so they can screw in.
I guess so.
Without like,
it's just something that you can like, if you're, so you can quickly take it from the locker and attach it to the mount very quickly.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about like faffing about with something to attach it.
Yeah, you can do that. It'll have like a little pressure thing where you basically put it onto the mount and then the mount locks, so then it can be wiggled around.
Yeah, that's what I'm after.
Yeah. Okay, so roll me another tinker tools. Okay, yeah. With a 14, you're able to. It doesn't look the prettiest, but it'll work.
Yeah, functional fashion. So I don't wear a shirt. Okay, yeah, that's mounted. So we can test that out when we do a live fire test, which should be anytime soon.
Yeah, it's coming up to like 11. Ahab, what do you do in your downtime before the weapon fire test?
I'm just waiting for it, to be honest.
Okay.
I don't have a lot to prepare.
Okay.
You're sitting there fishing.
It's only going to be for an hour and a half, so...
Yeah, like, so where are you? Are you sitting on, like, just waiting by the ship on top deck? Are you sitting in the mess hall?
I'll go chill out in our little ship. Whoops. In our small ship.
Okay. You see, you're there when Kenway is fixing the mounting for this thing and getting it working.
Yep. Don't know how it works, but it's a big gun, isn't it?
Yeah, hopefully it works. We get to test it out.
Does it need ammo?
Yes.
Can we
I only have...
How much do we have?
One shot. One shot's worth.
Does it recharge?
It's like
Oh.
it's like a las gun clip kind of thing. So it holds all the
Oh.
charge for a single shot, and that can be recharged.
Yeah, it's rechargeable, but it can only shoot once at a time before needing recharging.
Great. I mean, we can test it out then.
Yeah.
Clack, is there anything else you want to do before we get onto the weapons fire test?
Not that I can come to think of.
Okay, then in all of your heads, you hear Captain Tepesh say, all hands to weapon stations, we're going to do a live fire test. I repeat, all hands to weapon stations.
I go up to
Is this it?
my. Yeah, I guess it is. I go up to my captain's post. Go up to the helm.
Cool. Are you going to use the Spelljammer helm? Or just the usual cockpit controls?
I don't know. The ship had a spelljammer helm.
Now, I'm going to see if... Okay, Hootie has put a Spelljammer helm into your ship.
Great. In that case, I guess I'll.
You're just gonna jump up into it, aren't you?
I don't know, because I feel like I want to, but also it's not going to give the same rush as driving an actual vessel.
I mean, you can also do it remotely with the Spelljammer helm.
What, turning the ship? Like turning the wheel?
Not just like the Spelljammer helm just makes it so you basically have a third person view of the ship, doesn't it? And also you can basically like Tesla style also drive it wherever.
It's more
Yeah.
You
that-
could be on a gun and steer the ship at the same time.
No.
It's when you're
in-
attuned to it and sitting in the seat.
Well, it's new design, so it's just the helmet. When you're in the Spelljammer helm, you become the ship. You see what it sees. You perceive what it perceives. If the ship gets hit by a cannon in the side of the cockpit, you'll feel that as a punch to the face.
But Kenway would not know this because it's new to him.
Yeah, because he'd only ever seen regular Spelljammer helms, which are chairs.
Yeah, and
The Spelljammer.
he's only driven
the
ship.
Spelljammer experience is exactly as the same and as
Yeah.
that, but But
He's
yeah,
never
you've
driven a spelljammer ship before. He's driven spaceships, but not spelljammer ships. So he'll put the helmet on, but he'll also be stood at the wheel
okay.
because he's a pilot. So
Right. Okay.
he doesn't know how it works.
He's about to learn.
Yeah. So you turn on all the systems. You turn on the Spelljammer helm.
Yeah.
Can you roll me probably a charisma saving throw?
Saving throw. Okay.
To see if the ship becomes you as well. Swap bodies with the ship.
As you're putting it on, you get just a kind of spark from the helm, like you weren't expecting it.
Okay.
At least that's what it feels like. It feels like you just got static shock on the back of your head.
Okay.
But you can perceive through the Spelljammer helm.
It's a weird experience. Okay. Never experienced myself in the third person.
You okay, Kenway?
Yeah. This is going to take some getting used to.
Ahab's on the ship. Clack. You're
Yeah.
the last. Do you go straight to the thing, or do you do something else, or what?
I would go straight to the thing.
Okay. You pop on the ship just as Kenway puts the Spelljammer helm on. Hootie also joins you on the ship.
Well, I'm here now.
If I can feel everything that the ship is feeling, does that mean I can feel them walking around?
Yes.
Oh, that's Oh, okay.
That is a very cool thing, but also creepy.
Yeah, like I guess when you guys get up to the
Helm.
yeah, up to the bridge, I'll just say like, stop moving around so much. I can feel you under my skin.
That's weird. How can you feel that?
This helmet.
Oh yes, you found the Spelljammer helm I installed. I was surprised that Thorn didn't add it. Luckily, there was an extra one in storage, and I put it up there. How does it feel to be part of your ship?
It's different. My head hurts. It's a lot of information.
Yeah. I'm sure. Have you ever heard of the machine spirit, son?
Machine spirit.
In rumors, I guess.
Well, you're about to become very intimate with it. Let's get this weapon test rolling. Woo! And he sits down in the the ball turret.
Okay.
If I had eyebrows, I would raise one towards Uda's reaction.
He's uncomfortably excited. Uncomfortably excited about shooting our weapons.
Oh yeah, he's never had he paid for it. He hasn't got to fire them yet.
That's true.
This whole operation is paid by him.
This is not a toy, though.
I paid for it, so I think I should decide what's a toy and what's not. And he's like, as he's like rotating through the turret, like wee.
Yeah. I'm just gonna think to Kenway, like, he is oddly excited about this.
It's his ship, technically. He bought it.
Good point.
After a minute, he's like, oh, okay. And he takes things seriously a bit more. After everyone's staring and talking about him.
I mean, I was thinking to Kenway. I don't know if he was thinking back
He
or...
replied out loud.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I also like looking at him like real confused, like, okay. I mean, it is his, so yeah. Can't do much about it.
Good point.
You want to take off, Kenway? As the ship drops out of warp into the start of an asteroid field.
I will, yeah. I guess I'll say to everyone, like, everyone take your places. We're about to take off. As I start taking the ship off.
Okay, roll your proficiency.
Ah, yes, my space proficiency, which has been so good so far. Okay.
Hey!
Sky space vehicles.
Yeah. So with that dirty 20, you do manage to get the ship off the Crimson Fucker safely and get it basically going beside it.
Mm-hmm.
It feels weird to be in an open space. It almost feels like you're diving in deep water. Almost. Like just the overall body feel of what you could only describe in your mind as what feels like water running over your skin. As if space is a solid medium.
Hmm.
You can feel the entire galaxy around you. Can you roll me a charisma save, please?
I sure can.
There's another bit of static at the back of your head that makes the ship swerve ever so slightly.
Yeah, right. Okay,
I
I'll
can
shout
see what
like,
he had it laying around.
Hootie, is it supposed to keep zapping me?
Oh,
You sure this one's not faulty?
no! You have to be one with the machine spirit. Try centering yourself.
How does one center themselves?
Clear your mind.
Open your mind!
Let
You-
the information flow freely.
You want me to clear my mind? Okay. That's
Roll
next to impossible.
roll an intelligence to clear your mind.
Told you it's impossible. Too
The
much.
ADHD is come back.
Oh yeah, he's fully ADHD, and also he's thinking of so many like shit he wants to make. There's no way his mind's ever going to be just empty.
Perhaps you should try taking off the Spelljammer helm for the weapons test, and perhaps try practicing. When we're not.
Maybe you should
Doing a
try and
test.
take some spacer roll.
Do we have that?
I don't know.
I'm not taking drugs to fix this. No. I'll take the helmet off.
Okay.
Are you okay, Kenway?
Yep, it's good to be in my own body again. Let's shoot some guns.
Okay. So they say, Hootie says, "Okay, Tepesh, launch the first buoy." And you can see that a blinking, basically ball of scrap goes flying from the Crimson Fucker. And Hootie's going to try and shoot it with his gun. That's a 14. He's not proficient. He does manage to hit it with the PPC. So if Zubi, if you want to use the 2 hull-mounted AC2s,
I can. What is that roll? Because I don't have that on my sheet.
you're not proficient with the weapons yet, so it'd just be a D20.
Okay. That's an 8.
Right, yeah. So you try shooting at the thing and sadly miss.
Yeah. Who shot the guns last time? Because it wasn't me.
It was
It
you.
might have been me.
Was it?
Yeah.
I think it was.
I
Oh.
can shoot the guns. Don't worry.
I'll point to Ahab's like, you shoot.
I will try.
Okay. Hootie will get out of the ball turret and be like, "Okay, Ahab, why don't you take it for a spin?" So
So we're rolling for gun.
do you want to use the PPC or the 2 hull-mounted AC2s?
Which one's bigger?
The
It's PPC, I imagine.
PPC is bigger, but it doesn't do as much damage.
Oh, then not that one.
It's the AC2s then.
Yeah.
So roll a D20.
18.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Pew 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 pew.
Dude, I'm so good at gun.
Roll 5d6.
17.
That is enough to blow up the first buoy.
Hey.
Whoop whoop. Everyone loved that.
I've gotten Sam's stats done.
He comes out and says, "Sanctuary."
You are safe on the ship, don't worry.
You didn't give him a better dialogue tree.
No. I fixed his mind, but I didn't do anything else to it.
Friend. And as he goes about cleaning.
Yeah. Fixed it does not mean made him smarter. I just made him be able to learn faster.
So yeah. Do you want to test out the BFG as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's an actual gun, so I can shoot that one.
Yeah, that's a standard ship weapon, so spaceship weapons proficiency will apply here.
I have firearm proficiency. And you said I was proficient with the BFG, so
Yeah.
I guess it is considered a firearm.
It is. It is definitely a firearm of a kind. So yeah, you got one shot. Hootie says, "We're gonna have to. If you want to fire that, we should probably get a bit closer." Tepesh, please load one of the super long buoys. And you can see that the second buoy that is launched is basically a crossbow bolt with the buoy attached at the bottom. Right.
Okay.
Drive forward and then we shoot.
It's got a 600-foot range. I don't know why I get to get closer.
The projectile is slower. It was to make it more interesting.
Oh.
Can you drive and shoot the BFG at the same time?
No, someone has to manually operate the BFG. But Hootie offers to drive.
Yeah, before I leave the bridge to go into the cargo, I'll say, "Don't crash my ship," and then leave.
Okay.
Would be interesting to know if the ship could crash in space. But I get what you mean.
We're in
Crash in space.
We're in an asteroid. We're in like the edge of an asteroid field.
Yeah.
True. Let's just like glance at the helm before I fall again away.
Yeah, you can see Hootie putting on the Spelljammer helm.
Yeah. Must be easy for him to clear his mind.
Does that mean I'd be really good at it?
You?
Possibly. I mean, the Spelljammer thing is a entire different experience on its own. Like, it's a special...
I'm not proficient with spaceships, but if it needs a clear mind,
I think it needs a clear mind and a good spatial awareness, probably.
I'm a monk. Spatial awareness is my entire shit.
Well, if you want, you can drive, and I'll...
I use every part of my body when I do things.
Oh, do you want to use the Spelljammer helm?
I mean, I could give it a go.
Okay.
My head visibly shrinks.
Just to fit.
He's just
I mean,
like...
I feel like it'd work if I put my fist in it. To be honest, because it's all brain.
There's a brain in there somewhere.
It's all brain.
Yeah, well...
It's all sensory organ.
We're going to have to canonize that you do actually have brain and organs, but they can be sloshed around at will. I will say though,
That's in it. I have it's all sensory organ. That's what it says.
Yeah, but you know how difficult it is to DM that. Okay, so you put your thinking organs in the helm.
Yep.
Please roll me a charisma saving throw.
A dirty 20. Oh, my mind is so clear. There's fuck all in it.
It looks like you're gonna be our new pilot.
I am the ship.
You're not taking my role from me.
I'm attuning to the Spelljammer helm.
You can't attune to it. It is attunement only by spellcaster.
So
you can wear and use it, but you can't attune to it.
I just need to learn a spell.
Yes,
And
technically,
then I
yeah.
can attune to it.
So I could also attune to
anyone can wear it, and when you're wearing it, you can do the stuff. But if you attune to it, you can do more stuff.
Attuning to it is an entire process in itself, but
yes,
with that dirty 20, you are able to feel the ship, to actually be able to use it. You didn't get any shocks like how Kenway described his experience, saying about how he got shocks in the back. You don't get any of that, strangely.
Hell yeah. I don't have a brain to shock.
Possibly, that might be it.
Reading it, technically I don't have a brain, so we're all good.
Yeah. Too many thoughts in my head. It was, I guess, giving me a feedback loop or something. I don't know. Unless the machinist, is incompatible with machine spirit.
Hey man, don't worry about it. Apparently so. just how fate willed it, I guess.
I mean, Hootie does say, I'm surprised. The Bucky people have much faith in Spelljammer helms. They worship the ship because of it. I'm surprised you don't know more about it, Forrest.
Oh,
I mean, they offered. I went to go pray with them, and I learned a whole bunch of stuff.
I don't pray. I don't need to.
Well, neither do I, but you can learn a lot about a person's culture by watching them do their religious acts.
I do my religious acts. It's just not praying.
Fair. I am just a researcher. I believe there is something out there, but what we do not know.
Dragons. There's dragons out there.
Yes, there is dragons out there, but I'm looking for something beyond dragon. If what we do succeeds, then we're all going to be famous.
Killing dragons.
Killing. We're not really going there specifically to kill the dragons.
Don't question the spaceship.
Gun test, go.
Gun test, go!
Yeah, cool. Fire.
Full speed!
So,
Right.
what?
Ramming speed.
Don't ram the buoy. I'm trying to shoot it.
What? What happens if I like physically punch forward as I'm connected to the ship? Do I just ram stuff?
Why don't you try it? Find out. Roll a d20.
I mean, I'm seeing in like the vision of the ship, right?
Roll a d20.
Oh my god, he punched forward, it's gonna fire all guns.
13.
You do. You punch forward. It doesn't set off
Gun
the
test,
gun,
go!
but it does activate both the main thrusters and the landing thrusters at the same time.
Go down.
No,
Or up?
you go slightly up, but at great speed.
Fuck.
I'm figuring it out!
Clank is just gonna start holding onto his chair.
I mean, I'm not
We're
swaying
janking
about,
around a little
but-
bit.
Oh yeah. I'm not swaying about, but I'm probably gonna shout over the earring, keep the ship fucking steady. I need a clean shot.
I'm doing it, okay?
Okay, would you like?
This is not steady at all.
Okay, would you?
I'm learning what my body does in regards to the ship.
Would
I'm
you...
learning. I'm figuring out motion controls. Give me a second.
Why don't you give me another ship roll? Another
I'm gonna
D20.
end up turning into the shape of this ship and using it as a motion control. 14. A little bit better. A little bit better.
You managed to do it
Just
without
a little.
activating the going up thrusters. So you do manage to home in on it, but it has gained a little bit of distance on you. You're 500 feet away with the BFG. Do you fire now or wait to get closer?
It's within range.
I can get us closer. 100%.
I bet you
I figured
can.
out forward. I figured out how to do up and how to turn off up, and also how to do forward.
Forward is the good one.
Yeah, forward is the one we're doing right now, and I figured out how to do it, and I feel like I can do it more.
I'll wait until it gets within like 300 feet.
Okay, Jack, roll me another ship roll.
I punch again. Go! I got 9.
This time you
But I know forward.
Yeah, you're trying to
You actually
use
forward and backwards at the same time, so you just don't move.
You're trying to use your different body in weird ways, and yeah, so you turn on the windscreen wipers.
Alright, well, figured that one out. How do I turn that off?
Why don't you roll me a charisma saving throw?
13.
The ship seems to fight against you.
Hey!
I am in control here, not you.
Alright, fuck this. We're going forward. I'm like punching both hands forward.
Right, roll me a ship driving with advantage.
What the fuck roll is that? Because I'm not proficient in ship.
That's two
That's the-
d20s.
Okay.
If it's
Number 1, it's a 7. Number 2 is a 17.
so, you got 17.
Yeah. I say go forward.
You get the oddest feeling, the oddest image in your head as you like basically take control of the ship, off like a big spider baring its fangs at you. Just like the single splittest image as you wrestle control from the ship.
I think there's a spider inside our ship.
A spider.
As we like blast forward.
Was a spider involved?
Oh, you must have communed with the ship's machine spirit.
Why is it machine spirit a spider?
Well, they usually take the form that most shows their behavior, their true self. The Crimson Fucker is apparently a shark, says Tepesh.
And ours is a spider?
Yes, but what kind of spider, I wonder? And he like
An angry one.
He like strokes the side of it, like
An angry one with teeth.
Hootie says it's fascinating.
I activate boost.
Are we within 300 feet of the buoy?
Depends what Jack now rolls for this newest one.
What was the 17 for?
Control.
Just to see the spider?
No, it's to wrestle control from the spider.
Alright, fine. There we go. I got another 17.
Yeah, so
How's that fucking get us, huh? How you like that?
you managed to get within 250 meters of range, just like in a single big burst of speed.
Okay, that works.
At this point,
I will wait until it slows down and then take a shot.
Okay, roll that.
at this point, Clack would probably change colors a couple of times from Ahab's driving.
I'm driving great.
Do I roll gun?
Yes, roll gun, please.
I'm glad you didn't make me roll to slow down.
You mean that would not have worked?
You fire the Bioforce gun, and it doesn't hit
miss.
the buoy, but the sphere, when it detonates, does clip it. And Hootie still says, that still counts!
Eh.
Yeah. The part that the BFG hit is gone.
Can I fire the guns with the Spelljammer helm?
Yes.
I want to hit the rest of the buoy.
Okay.
This gun's a lot more unwieldy than I expected it to be.
Am I rolling another d20?
No, this would be your weapon proficiency.
I'm not proficient in guns.
I am.
No,
I am.
Your weapon proficiency.
So just what would it be for guns?
So just add proficiency bonus then.
Add your proficiency bonus that you would for your regular attack.
So just d20 plus 2.
Well, I only have ones for. Well, my melee attacks are +6. Oh no, my ranged attack, my attack with my darts is +6.
Okay, then yeah, it would be a +6.
Fuck yeah, because that's Dex plus proficiency.
Hmm.
That's a nat 20 for 26. Oh! I put my hand forward and click my fingers, and this buoy's lit the fuck up.
Yeah, you fire basically all the weapons one after another, with almost pinpoint precision. The 20, like, that was what you did for that, but the real expertise is the way that, without even knowing it, you have, like, the ship avoided an asteroid it was on a collision course with. Like, it would have got blind sight, but you rolled a nat 20.
I drifted around and shot it.
You did.
Fuck's sake.
Even in fantasy, I could drift anything.
So, the weapon test has been successful.
Oh god, now I have to park. Do I have to put the ship back in the ship?
Not yet, as you hear in your heads that with local scans seem to have detected some ore that we could mine on the outside of one of these asteroids. I'm sending you coordinates so you can go mine it.
I clench my mining fist. I'm ready. I have specialized equipment exclusively for this.
Right. Okay, so Clack, since you Hootie could also do this, but he's going to tell Clack to do it. Can you go to the navigation and plug in the numbers?
Sure.
The ship has like a comms unit, doesn't it?
No, it has Tepesh. Anything you say comes out as written next to him.
So, wait. So how do we talk to each other? Without the message for earrings?
Well, in person.
How far away is the BFG from the steering wheel?
Like,
Did you mount it to the outside of the ship?
no, it's on the
I mounted
inside of
it
the
to
storage.
the. Yeah, I mounted it to the cargo ramp.
So we just open the cargo ramp, you shoot out of it, and then we close it?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
I mean, that sounded pretty good to me. Does that not sound good to you?
I mean, we have to depressurize the cargo bay when you do that, and then repressurize it, right? Or do we just open it and everything gets blasted out, and then you shoot, and then we close it?
Everything is tied down. Hootie tied it down before the weapons test.
Kenway isn't.
Kenway is basically connected to the mount. I imagine that you had like a little hook thing that, you know.
I also have a climbing speed, so I'm pretty sure I just won't get blown away very much.
That didn't help you last time.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, it's in a vein of malachite.
Is that useful?
It can be.
Okay.
It can be used for upgrading weapons.
Okay, it's the green one, isn't it?
Is Kenway coming back up to the bridge?
Yeah.
Okay.
After I've shot the gun and it's discharged,
Yeah.
I collapse the mount, put it back in storage, and then go back up to the bridge.
Okay.
Do you want to put the hat back on, or do you think I should keep doing it?
I'm not putting it back on, but I am going to be steering again. So
What? But I'm so good at it.
I mean, you're better at using it than I am, but I'm still going to be driving it.
I'm like so good at spaceship.
I mean, this is but I'm just here, you know. You guys are gonna have to work together to figure it out. Who he says. Just kind of, it's like kind of awkwardly, like, this is awkward.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Sure. How do we do rock, paper, scissors?
Both
I
of
don't
you,
know.
both of you message rock, paper, or scissors to me. So you do the thing. 1, 2, 3. Kenway chooses paper, and Ahab chooses scissors.
You dumb bitch! I knew exactly what you thought. I was playing mind games with you. You thought I was going to do rock because I'm dumb.
No. I think it was going to do rock because fist.
Yeah, well, joke's on you. I don't punch with fists. I punch open-handed.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So
I'm driving. Hands on hips.
Yeah, okay.
it's okay, Kenway.
You won.
You're better at firing the weapons than he is.
That's also not true because he missed.
Shut up! I'm trying to make him feel better.
I like how you're proficient in both of these things. Will I gain proficiency in spaceship if I keep using the Spelljammer helm?
Yes.
Hell yeah!
That's one of the reasons why it was installed. It was to be able to train a pilot.
Well, they had a pilot. Me.
Uh-huh.
Well, bear in mind, this was set up before you, like, thingied up. Hootie wanted to have one installed on the ship anyway. Thorn decided against it because why would you want to? It doesn't have a warp drive. There's no point to like, overcomplicate it with this very difficult, very mystical thing, such as a Spelljammer.
It's not difficult. What do you mean? This is less complicated than pressing buttons, say that. I just do it and it does it.
Next time we get on the ship, there's going to be no Spelljammer helm.
You're just gonna yeet it out the window, aren't you?
I'm
Yeet
going to
off the
fucking
ship.
fully dismantle it.
I mean, you
Much
can,
just like fucking...
but then
Seriously,
you'll
fucking-
have issues with the machine spirit because then it won't be able to talk to you.
Doesn't talk to me anyway, it just tries to bite my mind head off.
If I'm going to talk to it, I'm going to talk to it my way.
If Clack puts in the coordinates for the thing, do I get like a quest marker? Because I'm attached to the ship.
Essentially, yeah. It's more like, you know, in certain games when they have like trajectories and they have like like
I
kind of
get a
square.
compass arrow.
a square that's kind of like long and lined. Yeah. I might be able to put something on the edit here, but if not,
Just get a glowy line.
We're off! Full speed!
are you using the Spelljammer helm?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a ship handling.
It's just a regular d20 again.
Yeah.
7!
You get
I solved it.
the Spelljammer helm gives you a little prick of electricity in the back of your head.
Ah! You see my
There it
entire...
is.
You see parts of my goo get a little bit sharp for a second.
Yeah, it's not as easy as you thought, is it?
Shut up! You saw what
And
I
I
did to that
guess
thing!
I guess we see now why Kenry reacted the way he did.
It's fine, I can do it. Watch, I'll do it right now. I'm doing it.
And do it.
Okay.
I'm doing it!
Roll me a
Bonk!
Yeah, you get the
I'm dying! I'm dying!
I go over and take the helmet off him.
Kenway threw me off when he said rock, paper, scissors, and now he fucked with me.
yeah.
He got in my head.
Basically, the only way to stop Jack's character Ahab from getting electrical damage was literally just to take the helmet off as it was sparking. After a second of taking it off, the helm seems to go back to normal.
I can do it!
Nope.
Me and this ship are going to be friends.
Should I try?
Do you want to try the Spelljammer helm?
Yeah.
You've seen what has happened to the other two. Are you sure you want to try?
It doesn't really hurt, it's just kind of a pinch in the goo.
So, yeah, if you
I
want.
still want to try.
Right.
Okay. Good luck.
There's also the Mind Spider, so look out for that.
Yeah, really
I
might
don't
find
mind
Kin.
the insects. What did you say, Ken?
Said you might find Kin.
Spiders aren't bugs, they're not the same. I'll die on this hill.
They're close enough. They're close enough.
So, Clack, can you please
Just
roll me,
have an extra pair of legs.
can you please roll me a charisma saving throw?
That's a 6.
Yeah, better than your 4.
As soon
It's
as,
less than my 8.
as soon as you put the helmet on, you get the image of a spider baring its fangs. Just shot through your mind with a little electric static shock. Do you continue to wear it?
I ain't really showing any fear of the spider fangs.
Okay.
But I will try again.
Roll me another charisma save.
Solid 12.
Yeah, it doesn't exactly kick you out, but you're aware that it's,
It's tolerating your presence.
yeah. Do you want to try and get the ship to move?
Yes.
Okay, roll me a d20.
Oh, 10.
Middle of the road.
Solid 10.
It's in the middle.
Yeah, you're over, there's a lot of information being fed to you directly from this helm, but you're able to maneuver it so that it goes towards the asteroid that you've been told to go to.
So fun, everyone built to drive my ship better than me.
Well, Kenway, why don't you try it again?
The helmet?
Yeah. You just need to commune with this machine spirit. Prove to it that you can be useful, that you are useful. You are a friend. Treat it nicely.
I treat all machines nicely. I just wasn't expecting it.
I also want to try it again.
You want or you won't?
I want to be best friends with this spider spaceship.
Hey, I'm the bug here.
That's not a bug.
I am a bug.
So,
It's not a bug.
if Clack is willing to relinquish control, I will try again.
Is Clack willing to give the Spelljammer helm to Kenway?
Can I have one more try?
Yeah, sure. We're all having turns, so.
We're taking it in, we're going round.
Oh,
Who did you sitting in the corner real bored at this point?
No, he's enjoying this. He's like he basically finds, because you guys are, he kind of sees you as his students, as his pupils, kind of thing. So he's looking at this more like a teacher looking upon his students trying to solve a problem, kind of thing.
I will try and go into this meditating state and try to feel the ship, feel as much as I can about the ship. Why it would be this struggle, if that is a thing.
Okay, no, you can. Yeah, you can have a mystical moment with it. Roll Arcana. You do manage to kind of slip into a state where you can feel it.
Where I can feel the Shelob.
Yeah, the you can feel its presence in the back of your mind, kind of thing.
Can I communicate with her or with it?
It's a her. It's a ship.
Yeah, all
enough.
ships are girls.
Yeah, sure. This would probably it'd be another Arcana then, because it's a tech thing. Because I was going to say animal handling, but it's not an animal. It's just
An animal
With
arcana.
persuasion.
well, that was more that persuasion would be if she was trying to do something with it, but she's just trying to communicate with it, open a communication with it. You can open some kind of dialogue with it. It's more like an impression of emotions. From what you can tell, it wants to hunt. It's something very primal about it.
I see why it liked Ahab so much, instantly.
This is why I want to be best friends with the spaceship. We both want to go fight giant monsters.
What kind of hunting do you want to do? I would tell. I think I would try and ask it telepathically.
It's the only way you can ask anything.
It doesn't have a mind.
Yeah, this is like a weird
Telepathically, it needs to have a mind to connect to.
This is more like touching souls.
Oh, it's all spiritual shit. I'm a monk and I want to kill things. Me and the spider should be best friends. Ah,
What about your tranquility, Ahab?
that's
Do you need
there's
to
different
talk about your
flavors of monk.
feelings?
There's different flavors of monk.
I'm the kind of monk that drives a spaceship and blows people up.
And I'm friends with Spider.
It doesn't exactly give you an answer other than just things.
We have so much in common.
You're kind of idling out in space right now, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, just let you know.
While Clack is doing this whole like meditative state, can I just go up to the wheel and just go forward with the throttle?
Yeah, you can. So
I'm gonna be driving the ship while you communicate with it, I guess.
yeah, Kenwick, roll me. Do you have proficiency in vehicle, don't you?
Yes, in all vehicles.
Okay.
Yeah, he's actually good at this.
Then you can roll it with advantage.
Hell yeah.
22.
That was needed!
It's almost like with Clack basically
Distracting it.
yeah. With Clack distracting it, you're able to like not squeeze out, but like you're able to move the ship without any problems.
Okay. Following the navigation to where we're going.
Yeah, it's kind of slow.
I'm gonna fucking punch it then. Just max throttle.
Okay.
Like max throttle fucking boosters. I don't care. I'm going full speed ahead.
Okay. Roll me that one with advantage again, and then Clack, roll me a charisma save with disadvantage.
I like sat on the step on one in the bridge, just with arms crossed.
Watch me roll the nat one now.
There you go.
Fucking
There it is.
Yeah, Clack, you get a little bit of trouble with it, as the ship itself feels like it stalls. Like it feels like it holds the brakes up.
Ow! Kenway, what are you doing?
You do get a little static, like bit of electricity. When you say Kenway, what are you doing? The others have no idea what you're talking about.
Is the
It
ship still
kicks you out
moving?
again. It zapped you. That means it doesn't like you. That means it's someone else's turn.
I guess that's the rules. Hootie says, shrugging his head, shrugging.
Could
You're
I have
taking off
asked
me when
it
it's
one
not me.
question before Kenway?
Did the ship actually stop?
No, it's like I think it's working like if you're holding down the brakes at the same time you're holding down the gas pedal.
It was a
Kind of thing.
spiritual shunting.
They just wanted you to fuck off.
Are you? Hootie's like, so Clack, are you gonna give? Ahab
But you
his
didn't
turn?
answer my question either. I think.
What?
If I could ask it one question before Kenway started to mess with the gas
No.
throttle.
No.
Okay.
What it would have been is you're communicating with it. I started it going, realized it wasn't going very fast, so I just punched it straight away. There was no chance for anyone to do anything.
If you rolled anything else but a nat one, you wouldn't have been completely ejected from the experience. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna take the helmet off. Well, the spirit is not very happy.
So it's someone else's turn.
Yes, it's Kenway's turn.
Fuck!
Okay.
You were the one who wanted it, and I gotta hold over the spell jammer to him.
Okay.
Everyone's passing around the Spelljammer helm like it's a fucking bong at a party.
Just an angry
Uh,
bong.
A very angry
spider-shaped
bong.
There's a spider in it.
Yeah.
I'm sitting back on the step. Oh,
No drinks on board of the ship.
Before
that's
I
not. You're not allowed to make that rule.
before I put the helmet on, I'll whisper to it, say, "Shall we show them what we can do?" And then put it on.
Don't fucking try and chat up the spider.
Right. I'll let you either do a charisma, like a persuasion, or a charisma save.
Ugh. I want to be friends with the spider so bad.
They're both 0, so either works.
Yeah, okay.
It's not terrible.
Yeah, it's
It's
not,
as well.
it's not shunting you out when you put it on. Like, you know, you feel yourself getting put back together with the ship. You know, its skin is your skin.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So if you want to roll your ship handling, you can do it with your with +6. What's your dexterity modifier?
Mine's 3. Spaceship is wisdom.
Oh, it's a wisdom. Okay, sorry. What's the wisdom? Is it?
It's 4 for spaceships.
Okay.
For all ships, it's 4.
Okay. So you have a +4 to it right now because you're using the helm.
On top of it.
No, like your dice. Like you get to roll with your proficiency for driving spaceship.
That's what I mean. Like, my spaceship already has 4, so does that mean it's up to 8 now?
Oh, okay. Then no, then you would have advantage then.
You're just rolling spaceship proficiency.
With advantage. Okay.
That's still pretty good.
I have high wisdom.
I only have +2 wisdom.
+4 wisdom.
If it was intelligence, then I'll be so much better at this.
But it's spirit. It's spirit spider.
Yeah.
So, the vehicle isn't exactly one with you. It's not exactly leaning against you, but you could. I don't want to say it doesn't like you because it's not that it doesn't like you. It doesn't care for you being in its space, in its body.
The only thing I can think of is trying to convince it that I'm the better pilot.
Well, that's what the
You have to be the better pilot then.
that's what the attuning to is. When you attune to it, you you basically tame its machine spirit.
Oh,
Yeah, I can't do that right now.
and I physically can't attune to it.
Perhaps you could
That's
ask.
fucked.
Perhaps you could ask Hootie to show you how to make a spell of some kind.
I want to do a spell. I want to be friends with a spider.
Listen, man, I don't make the rules, okay? I just work here.
Yeah, you do.
No, because every single time I make a different rule change, you go like, actually, no, that's not what it is.
You've already changed it because you keep making it a hat.
It's new technology. They've miniaturized it.
You can remove the whole you need to be a spellcaster to attune to it if you want. It's just that's what it is for the official Spelljammer Helm block thing.
I have high wisdom, but I'm a monk and I do spirit things and I want to hunt things.
I will say that
Friends
because
with
of
a
your
spider.
I would say because of your spiritually monkness, it would allow you to attune to it. Like a regular fighter couldn't, but with your spirituality, which you obviously have after all that, you know, you always have you obviously have an inkling for the spiritual. But yeah, so you
Being
kind of
aware of every single aspect of your own body at all times would kind of do that for you. Would make you very like one with yourself because you
That's what
have to be.
My key is described as mystic energy.
you have managed to make it to the asteroid.
Okay.
Hootie asks if you guys remember to bring any of the spacesuits.
There should still be some in the cargo bay.
Did you not get picked?
Oh, wait, why would there not already be spacesuits?
Well,
Like how there's always just parachutes on planes.
okay, I'll roll a d20. Let's see.
I mean, if not, then I'm going out on my own, I guess.
14. There is spacesuits, and like I said, Jack, with the new rules, if you
Yeah, I just can't do it for very long.
Yes, technically, yeah.
We can say that I can do it for as long as I can hold my breath, which is an hour.
Yeah, that's essentially what I was doing.
Okay, great.
Okay. I'll stay here piloting.
Ugh. Fine, I guess I'll just go. I'll do the thing, I guess.
You go do what you're good at and punch things.
Ugh! I'm going punching things. I guess. I go down into the cargo hold, go to one of the spacesuits, and then I flick my wrist and put my gauntlet, throw my gauntlet into the air, slide into a suit, and catch the gauntlet again.
Nice.
I'm going out!
Clack, do you want to go with him to make sure he doesn't float away?
I'm fine, I got a grappling hook. I can't stretch in a spacesuit, but I can stretch a cable.
It's always good to have someone else there just in case.
I mean,
You could always send Sam with him. Sam can survive in space.
I don't like Sam.
Sam can't fly in space. You can survive in it.
Well, neither can
He
Ahab.
doesn't have.
Open the door!
There's a button in the cargo room to open the door.
I'm pressing the button.
Right. Okay.
I just get blasted out because of the pressure.
A little bit, yeah.
Did you make sure to decompress? I guess not.
did you remember to close the other door?
The cargo bay door.
Yeah, like he's not that. Like, I know he's dumb, but he's not that.
I'm not dumb!
The door from the rest of the ship to the cargo bay probably automatically closes.
Mm.
So even if you forget to close it, it'll do it itself.
Yeah. A lot of the ships, both ships' doors automatically close.
Yeah.
Just watching me float past the windscreen, arms crossed.
Just like rolling past the window.
You're facing the wrong way, you need to turn around. That's right in front of us.
You get a middle finger. My face turns into a middle finger. Turn around, I'm gonna shoot the fucking grappling. I'm gonna shoot the grappling hook at an asteroid.
You can just push off from the ship.
I can't stretch. If I can't reach it, then I can't do anything.
Okay.
But yeah, so you shoot the grappling hook. You don't need to aim. It's, the rock is there. You can see it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull myself towards it into a punch. My adamantium fist.
Right, okay. like your Iron Man or something. Yeah, sure. Roll to punch.
18.
That is a good punch. You create a big crack in the asteroid.
It does double because of my mining fist. Of whatever.
Oh shit, yeah.
Do we to roll damage?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Because my damage isn't much with punches right now. But
That's still 10 damage.
it's 10 damage.
Which is not, that's pretty decent.
And I can punch as a bonus action as well.
Yeah, but isn't that one
I'm just
gone?
gonna say to Kenway, he's one interesting person, ain't he?
I mean, it's useful. Would you want to make sure we can get the resources back on board? I can keep the ship steady, we just need to get the resources back in after he destroys the asteroids. I don't think we have a tractor beam.
So,
I can throw them.
yeah, but someone has to catch them.
They'd be caught in the cargo bay. It's not that in the cargo bay. We're right.
Do you know what momentum?
How
is?
space works? No.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I can give it a try.
Yeah. You go do that. Hootie, can you keep monitoring like the area around to make sure we're not going to get snuck upon?
Yes, Captain.
Oh, thank you.
My name's Kenway, and I want to be friends with the spider. Punching a rock.
You don't hear anything of this. You're in space.
I know. I'm saying that to myself.
Yeah, this is him just.
Just venting to himself.
Right.
I'm gonna use my telepathy and think to Ahab that pass the rocks over to me, and I will load them up on a ship.
Ugh. Fine. Stop saying things in my head. I don't like it when people put words in my head. Throwing the rocks at the ship.
Please tell me you're aiming for the cargo bay.
I ain't aiming at the ship. Fucking use your special magic connection with the spider to aim the cargo bay, dick.
If I see any
really
not,
angry with this.
if I see any not going towards the cargo bay, I'll like maneuver the ship so they would go towards it.
Okay. Jack.
I like that even though I can't fucking stretch, I can still like punch, grab a rock, and then you can watch my entire arm and elbow bend the opposite way as I fling it backwards. Because like I don't have bones.
So
You can just form your hand like a slingshot.
I can't. I'm spacesuit shaped.
can you please roll me an athletics?
22.
Okay. Please roll me another athletics.
9.
Okay. Please roll me another athletics.
16.
Okay. Clack, please roll me 3 athletics. Well, actually, 2 athletics, please. Okay. And Kenway,
Mm-hmm.
please roll a piloting while in the Spelljammer helm. So it would be advantage. Just 1. Yep. You managed to catch the last rock that went a bit flying out. Ahab, do you want to keep smashing?
I want to get all of it.
Yeah, okay.
Do you want to punch again?
Yeah.
23.
Roll damage.
9.
That's doubled.
That's 18.
18. Yeah, that's
I'm working some shit out.
there's some large chunks. He is definitely working some shit out.
Every time I need to go to a different one, I grappling hook to it into the punch again.
It's only a single. It's just a big asteroid that you just keep punching away at.
I'm Spider-Man in this
drill
shit.
drill a hole through the middle of it.
I can flurry of blows it as well. I can punch this thing 3 times in one. Like,
Yeah, but only
It's
bam,
like-
bam, bam.
only 2 of those times would actually count as an effective punch, though, because the mining glove.
Oh, I guess so. I mean, if I'm holding the. It never says I have to use a different hand.
You have the staff as well.
Not on me. Not using it. It's not made of adamantium. I have a
It's
mining
on you.
glove, not a. Yeah, which is inside the spaceship. It's inside the spacesuit.
Oh yeah.
That's why I put the glove on the outside.
Okay. Yeah.
See? God. I'm smart. In my own special way.
Yeah.
Am I rolling more athletics to throw them back?
Yeah, please. No, 3 more.
17. 14. 15.
Nice. You don't even let any of them go stray as they all land in the cockpit. Or in the cockpit,
Goddamn right.
in the storage
In the
area.
cockpit?
No, don't go in the cockpit. Jesus.
right in between Kenway's fucking eyes.
Okay, it's protected by the Spelljammer helm. But would Clack please roll me athletics to catch? 3 of them, please.
How many times? 3?
Yes.
Fuck.
Oh. There's a 7 in there.
Is that a... No, that's not. Okay.
14, 13, 7.
So, I'm going to roll a d20. Ooh. So, it goes off, like, you don't catch it in time, and it ends up flying around the front of the cargo bay a little bit, doing a little bit of damage.
I'll mend it.
Depends how big a little bit of damage is.
Well, he was throwing basketball-sized rocks.
Oh, just basketball sized?
Oh yeah, it's heavy ore, like it's
It's
quite dense,
weightless.
but it's momentum.
I'm using mending.
It's
I was thinking at least beach ball sized.
it's quite a rare material, this malachite. That's why they've taken time out to actually scan for it. It's what
So I
you
want
need,
to get all of it.
it's what you need to upgrade normal common weapons to rare.
Okay.
From common straight to rare.
There is a process involved with some things, but
No.
you need 10
From common to uncommon.
upgrading your weapons. You go from it is uncommon, so it's uncommon to rare, but you need 10 of them. And what you have found,
I mean, I punched 6 chunks out of it, so if there's any more, I'm going for it.
yeah. So I rolled a d10, and you only got 2 more bits. So right now you've got 8 malachite altogether. Like these are like chunks of malachite, so they could probably be put down into maybe like double ore, so like
So 16.
16 malachite ingots, basically, right now.
Is there any more?
There is
I
more,
can,
yeah.
I can swing to?
Yeah.
I'm going to get all of it.
Okay. You have to shimmy across the asteroid a little bit, so it's a bit more of a spacewalk.
Grappling.
You just grab onto the... or whatever you can, I guess.
The grapple
The
would
grappling
help,
hook.
but you're still trying to spacewalk. So can you roll me a dexterity check, please?
6. If it was a saving throw, it would have been better. Or an acrobatics. And acrobatics also would have been better.
It does take you some time. Like, it's not the easiest walking around. Like, you're usually okay at doing G0G when you're in your pseudopod thing, but walking about like a meat person.
I know, with all these fucking regular shape.
I know, right? It's made it so much more difficult for you to move around.
Imagine having Euclidean geometry.
I know, right? God. Right.
All fucked up and weird.
Also, after a little bit, you're maneuvering around. He's like, Hootie turns to Kenway, and is like, "Have you tested out the big red button yet?"
Not since the first time. Almost doing it and gave you a heart attack.
Yeah, it's a deterrent system. Just shimmy over to one of those asteroids. Get quite close, within 10 feet.
It's the one I'm on.
No, into another one. Roll to pilot.
Is
Don't
Ahab
crash.
still punching the asteroid and throwing the ore?
No, he's moving. He's maneuvering right now. It's taking him a while though. That's why Hootie's like, "Fuck it, we'll try something else while we're waiting for them."
Alright.
I'm just grabbing onto the ship.
Oh yeah, you're still there, so you feel the entire ship move when he moves.
We haven't moved yet. Yeah, you don't know how much you move when he moves yet. Depends on how fucking well he rolls.
I would be as wait. Just
Alright,
think,
21.
like wait for me.
With a 21, Clack, you're a bit disoriented as literally the ship moves quite close to a rock.
Huh?
If you wish to push,
What's going on?
if you wish to push the red button, Hootie says.
Okay. I will use the message thing to Clack. And say, I'm about to press the big button.
Wait, what?
Press it.
You're not even giving me a chance to get back into the ship.
No, like you're on the ship. You're in the cargo bay.
Yeah, the
Okay.
door's not. It's just that the door's open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, what?
It's okay. It's not put on the doors. It's like the frame of the thing. But anyway, so what you see is all of you is a massive buildup of light across the entire ship as it glimmers and glows in the deep void of space. All of a sudden, a wave of energy ripples out from the ship, cutting the asteroid in two.
Did I get flashbanged?
No, it's not like it's,
Oh,
it's the when
My head is all eye. My eyes are there for other people's benefit to make it so I don't look weird.
so when that happens, the ship does lose a slight bit of power, as you can tell, like all the electronics dim slightly when this weapon is fired. It
like the
says,
flicker?
kind of, but it's more like an actual, like everything just gets a lot dimmer. It's still on, but not a lot of power went to it. And he says, so it's good that the Dragon Defense System works. Or the DDS.
Oh. Why is it labeled with a skull?
Because it's dangerous. If you're undersized category large, well, it does that to you. And he points to the asteroid cut in half.
Right, but that's... Okay. Okay.
From the specs that I have, this should be strong enough to take down even the biggest of creatures we come across. At least disorientate them slightly.
Is that right? Okay.
So, Mr. Mining Boy, do you want to do some more punches?
Yeah.
Mine that rock.
Dirty 20.
Nice. Roll me a couple more.
24.
There. Fucking hell, okay.
11. That one hit still?
Yeah, it's AC 10.
So, how many more you want?
How much is that? That was...
That's 3 of them.
Yeah, I'm just calculating the damage. That's
10, 16, 20, and 20.
So that would be a 46?
56. 56 altogether.
Cool. So these are quite big chunks. Clack, I hope you're ready. Kenway, do you want to move the ship back to where it was?
Yeah. I'll move it so it's like lined up.
Yeah.
Here's our roll.
13.
You can-
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
As you're trying to like maneuver, you could feel the machine spirit not very happy with how you're doing things. It's not exactly like riling against you yet, but you know, you can feel.
Probably didn't like the fact that some of its energies just got discharged into a rock and not fighting something.
Perhaps, who knows? But you do manage to maneuver it close enough. It's not exactly where it was, but it will do. So,
Okay.
Clack, do you want to try and catch these last 3 ore nodes?
Was a
Yes.
roll athletics for him.
Yeah, roll athletics, please. Not you.
I have to throw them.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, my mistake. Yeah.
I got a 10, a 21, and a 15.
Okay, that still all makes it in.
So,
Do I still need to try and catch them, or?
Yeah, 3 athletics to try and catch the ore. So again, another one spins off. D20. Oh. Kenway, you can feel these every once in a while, by the way.
Oh yeah, and it probably not doesn't feel pleasant.
The first one,
Good.
fuck's sake. The first one that she crashed was worse than the one that she just crashed, or he just crashed. Sorry. But you've managed to get the ores back, and have ended walking away with. If you refine it down, you have 32 ingots of malachite ore.
Sweet.
So, how is everyone getting back on the ship?
I mean,
Well,
By everyone,
I
do you
know
mean
what that is.
just Ahab?
jumping towards the cargo bay. Just jump off the asteroid towards the cargo bay.
Roll me
If I miss, I'll grappling hook.
Roll me a strength saving throw.
could I use some of my rope
8.
to cast out the line to him to grab?
No.
I did say if I miss, I want to use my grappling hook anyway.
Yeah. So you do jump off, but you didn't jump off hard enough. You're just kind of floating in space.
You destroyed the rock too much that when you tried to push off it, it just broke apart.
Yeah, you made this rock so small that it now can be pushed by you just trying to lift off it.
Then grappling hook it is.
Okay, roll a dex weapon then. So D20.
Meanwhile, I'm just gonna mend all those little holes from these. Or
10.
You're so lucky if it beats, it beats. So you do manage to grapple to the ship.
Great.
Now you have to make your way from the ship into the cargo bay.
I'll just climb.
Do you have a climbing speed?
No.
Okay, then roll to climb.
Was it athletics or acrobatics?
It depends. Do you want to do it by flinging yourself using athletics, like strength, or do you want to nimbly climb using dex?
Oh, they're about the same. I'll fling myself.
Okay, use athletics then.
8. I'm tired.
Yeah, you
You
fling,
did waste all your energy punching you through a rock.
you fling yourself in such a way that you end up going across the viewport of the cockpit.
Seeing him go past, I'm going to flip him 2 middle fingers.
I put you 3.
Fuck.
Yeah.
We should probably go and catch him.
can I use my thorn whip to try and grab him?
Yes.
Don't hurt me.
Yes, you can.
It does damage.
Would that work in space? It's plant life.
I could just do my grappling hook again.
I mean, if you shoot your grappling hook, I can aim for the grappling hook.
Just don't. No, because you'll break it.
I'll swing the ship to catch him like a fucking glove.
Okay. Roll me a ship driving with disadvantage.
Okay.
Please.
If I fuck this up, I'm batting you further into space.
If you fuck this up and I get back on the ship, then I'm driving the ship. Yeah, that's a nat 1 for a 5. For all of our listeners that can't see the rolls, Kenway rolled a 6 for rolled a 2 for a 6 and a nat 1 for a 5.
Sure.
Your boy Ahab has been flung into the nearest sun.
No, you haven't.
I hope no one's got too attached to Big Blue, because
You've just been pasted across the cockpit visor,
I already was.
Yeah, but this time you take damage. It's only 3 damage. 3 bludgeoning damage.
How much damage does the ship take
None.
when it hits my glove?
Oh shit! Yeah. Fuck! I didn't take it. Roll a weapon attack or roll a attack damage. So it's 12.
12.
That's 12 to the windscreen.
Oh yeah, there's a massive spiderweb crack in the windscreen now.
Okay. Going a bit paler, seeing the fucking giant crack in the windscreen now.
You hear my voice in your head. I'm using my message thing. I'm taking that fucking helmet back when I get back in there. And you're looking, that's all I'm going to do.
I kind of feel sorry for Kenway in a way.
What do you mean, Ken? You just hit me with a
I was
spaceship!
about to say it also for Ahab to be crashed into the windshield of the ship. I'm just gonna like crawl along over the ship.
You put a spacesuit on.
You can see that Hootie has now got himself dressed in a spacesuit, bubble and all. And he puts his hand on Kenway and says, I think that'll do for a weapons test now.
Aye, yeah.
I'm climbing back in.
Okay.
Through the spider crack.
No, because I still have a spacesuit on, so it won't fit. I'm going back to the cargo bay.
Okay, athletics or acrobatics?
We'll do acrobatics this time. I'm taking it slower.
Okay.
8.
It does take you a long time, but you do manage to crawl your way into the cargo.
I've rolled 3 8s in a row, Alex!
Would he get advantage on that because he said he was going slower?
No. It's fine, it just takes him longer. He will do it. Like, it's just that it takes him a while.
The difficulty is just very much lower.
Okay, as he's crawling back then, I'll say to the machine spirit, it's fun while it's lasted, but going back with the blue one. As I guess take it off.
You're lucky.
As
you-
both,
You're lucky.
as we both like come in, I'm gonna come over to the front, and be like, "What just happened?"
Can
As I see like the big crack in the window.
can one of you cast
Windshield.
mending on that, please?
Ahab happened. Yeah, I can do.
What do you mean Ahab happened?
I will help Kenway with the mending.
You hit me with a spaceship!
That was.
I'm putting the hat on.
Okay. Roll a charisma save.
We're all your friends.
I could have said something that made it a lot more angry.
To be fair, it doesn't
Bring
exactly
on.
like. It's very pissed about its window. It basically.
I'm also very pissed about the window.
Yeah, because you smacked into it.
Yeah, because it hit me. We're pissed about
Oh,
the same
you
thing
hit
for
it.
different reasons.
Yeah.
No, it hit me.
No, you hit it.
No,
Yes.
I couldn't move, and it hit me.
The spider.
Momentum in space.
The spider ship has to agree with Ahab. He did. The spider ship did hit Ahab.
We are both annoyed at Kenway. This will be the basis of our friendship.
Spite.
Yes.
Spite and vengeance.
I would like to argue that because it's a spirit, so it's not an intelligence thing, I think it should be wisdom based. When I rolled to spaceship with the spider.
I mean, space thing is wisdom anyway.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd be
And
rolling
I'm-
intelligence for it.
And I'm like trying to communicate with it telepathically. Can I argue insight?
I couldn't, so
Yeah. What are you trying to insight?
The spider.
Like what about it.
I'm trying to insightfully drive the ship.
Right. Okay.
I'm trying to
Using
mind
your
meld.
shared anger at me.
I'm trying to mind meld with the spider.
Okay. Roll me.
Pacific Rim style.
Roll me.
Yeah.
To be fair, that is a pretty good thing for but yeah, roll me another charisma save then.
17.
Okay. It definitely seems more up for you driving it than Kenway. Oddly
Okay.
enough. So roll your wisdom for
My
driving.
mine's for me, no other one else. I have a spider and it's weird.
I got 9.
You find it difficult to drive with the spider, being blinded by so much rage.
We're both angry.
Yeah,
It's not a lack of like communication. It's a lack of like focus on both of our parts.
Yeah, the ship is not exactly had the best time at its first live weapon test.
Yeah, I know, right?
But slowly,
Maybe we should let him be alone for.
I'm gonna go find Sam. You go deal with this.
Can wait.
right? Okay, everyone goes off to the separate thing. Who is there on the bridge? He says, "Good job, Ahab. Keep it up." And then he'll go talk to Kenway to make him feel less bad.
It was pretty cold out there, wasn't it?
Are you talking to Hoodie or to Ahab or who?
To Kenway.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I wasn't outside.
Well, the other day at the abandoned spaceship, didn't you think it was cold?
I'm furry.
Is this just
Oh.
small talk? The small talk Clack comes up with is coming up next to Kenway and going, "Space is cold, huh?"
What's the deal with the cold?
What's the deal with space? It's cold out there.
What's
Yeah,
the
I
deal
have-
with spaceship food?
I have fur. It's not that cold for me.
That's
Why is it cold for you?
I mean, I wear my bones on the outside, technically. So, yeah, it gets kind of cold.
That's gross, but cool sounding.
I mean,
Were you
that's
both
how...
wearing heat suits yesterday? Like when we went to the ship?
Yeah, we were wearing thermal suits,
Okay.
but mine. I don't think mine was doing much because I was already warm.
Hmm.
I don't know if Clack produces body heat.
I don't know either, actually.
He does. He'll produce body heat equal to his size. And bugs already produce body heat, just small amounts.
Okay, so smaller amount than I do, I guess.
Yeah, but he is right about his bones being on the outside. He is that is technically true. So he would.
Yeah.
So Clack would feel the cold more than Kenway.
Okay.
But as the unnamed spider ship docks on the Crimson Fucker, and it gets back on its light speed journey, we will end it there for tonight. I hope everyone's enjoyed, and hopefully there'll be more of this. Hopefully no one crashes, and the adventure can continue, and everyone can learn about the spider ship. So,
We need to give it a proper ship naming ceremony.
yes, you'll have to do all of that. Remember comments, 100 likes, and we'll name it something atrocious.
I mean, Shelob is the one that we were thinking of. So
I was looking stuff up. I like phalanx.
Phalanx?
phalanx.
Phalanx, or whatever.
It's not very spider shippy.
It was the name of Arachne's brother, and it is also the I think it's like the feminine version of a Greek word as well, or like soldier.
Right.
How's it spelled?
Phalanx.
Guys, we're trying to do an outro.
Oh yeah.
So, everyone want to say your goodbyes? Jack?
Bye.
Zuby?
See yous.
Atta?
Hey då!
And we'll see you in the next one.